All right. Good morning, everybody. Taka, Brown Bear, Tenwin, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We've returned to the inner sphere. So the VOD for Pragmata. Yeah, I was tearing up there by the end. And yes, Kataka, my Twitter post was a reference to Good Morning Vietnam, because why not? But, welcome. Hope you all had a glorious weekend. And here we are back in Mech Warrior. Now, do remember, we're going to be alternating between Mech Warrior and Diablo 4 content for a little bit.
Send the Chuckle
We are sending the Chucklefuck Brigade.
Chucklefuck Brigade.
We're going to be landing on a planet. We're going to be blowing things up. We're going to be being paid millions of sea bills. And then we're immediately going to blow all of that on the maintenance costs of maintaining gigantic war machines. Because that is what we do.
Roma still survives the day thanks to the Chucklefuck Brigade. Hey!
Don't want to get Blizzard money recklessly. No, that is fair. That is fair, Lord Brown Bear. We won't be playing D4 tomorrow, I don't think, if I understand the launch schedule. Really? If I check the Blizzard launcher, hold on. BattleNet, Diablo 4, confront the primeval in the new campaign, master 2 new classes, explore the region of Skovos, play the Lord of Hatred in 7 hours and 51 minutes. So, unless fucking Blizzard is just lying to me, I don't know. As far as I know, it's good to go. And I'm not seeing, like... Okay, I guess pre-order given early launch. I mean, maybe I bought it just for the Paladin class and I only bought the baseline one. It's not like I bought the fancy. I wasn't going to give Blizzard money for a fancy pre-order. Fuck that. They were willing to give me fucking shit. Hold on. I'm adjusting my positioning here now that we have a different setup again. There we go. I thought it launched tomorrow, not tonight, if you catch my drift. Yeah, I get you. All right, firstly, Fahad wants to speak to us. Oh, glorious. It is so nice having a full suite. We have got to get that thing painted. I forgot we left the fucking pirate paint scheme on this thing. God, the Corsair is an ugly motherfucker. What's up, Fahad?
Hi, Gov. Thanks for stopping by. Rihanna tell you I wanted a word? Well, I do, mate. I definitely do. Because the situation down here is bloody ridiculous. It can't keep going on, eh? I mean, just look at them. Standing around like they ain't got no worries in the world. And me, busting my balls to get these mechs put back together. It ain't right. You know what I mean?
Not really. What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Oh, look, mate. No disrespect to whoever's been doing the job till now. But you gotta start letting me hire my own people, eh? Seriously, this lot, they're a bunch of bloody dussers. Try to light a fire under them and they just stare at you like they're deaf and dumb. And you wonder why I complain so much? If it were up to me, I'd fire the lot of them.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
All I'm asking, mate. A bit of help is all. Gonna get back to work now. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later.
So, is the game gonna let me, like, hire additional mechanics to make it so that we can get our repairs done faster? Because somehow I doubt it. I've been listening to a lot of Gotrix and Felix, and anyone who knocks the Warhammer dwarves must not have read them. Oh, yeah, no. Gotrix does a great job of portraying the dwarves in Warhammer Fantasy, in old school Warhammer Fantasy. Busting my balls to get these mechs back together, and I have done this so long that I might be starting to like it. I mean, you have to be a special brand of crazy to be a mechanic in the inner sphere. You will have job security. Like, there's no doubt about that. But good lord, the workload that some of these places will put you under, it's not gonna go well. God, we have got to get this thing painted. The Corsair's ugly enough. It doesn't need to be in white, piss yellow, and fucking neon green. Right, because this was right after we dealt with Black Inferno, so...
Commander, perfect timing. Spears has a new mission for us.
Good.
Securing the connection now.
All right, what's up,
Go ahead,
Spears?
Sebastian.
Commander.
Whoa.
Good to see you.
Did his head just, like,
A shipping
inflate?
company, mostly supplying food, medicine, and materials to the outer settlements along the periphery, is being run out of business by raiders. My agents assure me that Comstar are the ones ultimately responsible for this egregious act. Paying these raiders to drive the shipping companies out of business means that people living way out here, completely isolated, will be forced to abandon their settlements. They'd have no other choice. We may have crushed Inferno, Commander, but Comstar's tactics haven't changed a bit.
Comstar wants to consolidate their control over this region of space. Maybe they believe it contains more Star League facilities and more treasure. But I suspect it has more to do with the location of these settlements and the possibility
Keanu
of
Reeves?
crime
No, you're
lives.
forgetting Lord Bremmer. That's
This
Adam
area
Jensen
borders
from
the
Deus
periphery,
Ex.
not too far from where the ancient star map we found ends. Beyond it is the missing section of the map.
Here be dragons.
Indeed. Full disclosure, Commander. I intend to lay claim to any archaeological finds we may discover in the name of interstellar expeditions. The mission I'm proposing is intended to undermine Comstar.
What blasted ass end of nowhere are you going to send us to,
Though I
Spears?
suspect you'd
Because
like to stop
I kind of need to
Comstar
get ready for the Rosselhog campaign.
especially seeing
And if you send me to the opposite side of the galaxy, this is going to be a problem.
I still want to make sure we're on the same page. We are partners now, after all.
I would burn Comstar to the ground if I could. But
Mason, maybe don't say that out loud. You don't know if they've bugged our
head.
ship or not.
If this helps that effort and we can do some good in the process, I'm in.
And getting our hands on some lost tech doesn't sound too shabby either, eh, Commander?
Not shabby at all.
Good then. The company's supply ships have been hit constantly over the past few months. Their main supply depot is the next logical target. If that gets destroyed, the company will have no choice but to fold. Their margins are tight enough as it is. I need you to protect that depot, Commander.
Consider it done.
All right. Good luck.
I'll have the briefing ready by the time we reach the system, Commander.
Copy that.
Okay, but where are you trying to send me? That's the real question. Where are you trying to send me? Where's the fucking... No. That's the increase your reputation. Where's the... Okay, it's gonna make me look, isn't it? Raid contract, assassination contract, high reward quest. Yeah, I have no idea where it's trying to send me. Not a damn clue, because it's not telling me. Alright, well, we're gonna hang out in Rosselhog then. Right, we're in a system that does not have the resources to repair mechs. Right. Shit. Where's the nearest industrial zone? Oh, this is a conflict zone, but not bad. Nearest industrial zone, 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. 6 jumps. Okay, so that kind of settles that. Off to Meacham. We need to get shit repaired. We need to get built up. We have less than a year before we get the fucking Rosselhog campaign. There we go. Commander, this is a protect and defend op. Drop you as close to the supply depot as I can. Strength of those raiders is no doubt been augmented by Comstar's ready access to do inventory of mechs, so we'll be a walk in the park. Don't prove me wrong. Yay. All right, where now that we have the actual info, where are you sending us? Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. This is still a level 12 zone, so we can do some jobs heading up this way on our way to Candace, and we might be able to get that done before it's time for the Rosselhog campaign. This shit is still getting worked on. We still do not have the King Crab back up and running yet. Get our Atlas repaired. Get everything repaired. The Victor will be in a day. Corsair, Atlas, Battlemaster. Repair. Oh, the leg took enough damage that the heatsink got damaged. Okay. I thought something had gotten broken, needed to be replaced. Keep the Orion. Keep the other one of those. Might be time to dismiss one of the Marauders, as much as I like them. Like, we just need to cut down on our maintenance costs right now. And it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Maybe not yet. We have plenty of mechs in cold storage if I need to sell any of them. Anything on the open market? Ooh, a Banshee. Okay. Ooh, it's a primitive Banshee. equipped with chemical lasers for the most part, but we could make that work. It's a 95 tonner. It has a pure energy loadout, perfect for brawling and long range engagements. It has, it only has one large laser, unfortunately. The rest of those are all mediums and smalls. We could grab a second Victor. AC-20 in the arm. That's not exactly the best either. Anything on the open market that we want to get? That is for one of our missions. Grab you. A couple of high slot PPCXs, but I've played around in the game's free roam version, and PPCXs are basically PPC shotguns, and God, they are annoying to use properly. They also kind of counteract the entire point of PPCs, which is precision damage, because you're just firing huge blasts of them. That. Nothing there, and okay, Guardian ECM is starting to show up, but we have some of those. Everything's getting repaired. We will have our main lance done in 12 days. It's going to take us a while just to get up here. That is an infiltration contract. We will not be doing that. Fuck that. That is a 4-mission operation. We don't have the time for that. That's a beachhead. That could do work. That could do work. Campaign mission. Ben fled. Wait a second. Is that... Which one was that? Which one was that? No, seriously, which one was that? That was... No, that's back down that way. Which one is that one? Decoy, those in need. Was it them? It was. Why is this over? I mean, I guess if it still works for money, I suppose. Scorched Earth contract, beachhead contract. Yeah, I guess we could head up here and give that a shot. Get it off of my objective list, at least. Contracts here may discover the safe encrypted transmission. Okay. Oh, here we go. Incoming transmission from Hakon Magnuson. Commander, I hope this past year served you and your company well. I wanted to reach out to you because I will soon be in need of your services for a very important task. While I cannot provide any further information at this time, just know that within 6 months, I will be reaching out to you with an offer for long-term employment. If you're interested, I would ask that you spend the next 6 months concluding any active commitments you have and prepare for as many combat-ready mechs as you can. As close to a full company of 12 mechs and pilots would be preferred. Look to my offer soon. Glory to Rosselhog. Yep. Dragon in sheep's clothing. I mean, I guess I could take this mission. International Security Force. Really? That's what the Combine calls us? An international security force? I guess they don't like calling people mercenaries because they tend to shoot people who are called mercenaries. The Draconis Combine's intelligence service has been monitoring secret meetings between the great houses of Steiner and Davion. While we are unsure of the full nature of these meetings, we cannot allow any formal alliance to solidify between these two border enemies. Should you choose to accept it, your first mission is to explore relations between the two houses by raiding a Steiner outpost masquerading as a House Davion detachment. I mean, they're pretty much already about to join the Confed, so... Or what is it? FedCom, not Confed. Federated Commonwealth, right. And these people... Right, these guys were like level 3, and they wanted me to blow up some Steiner shit for... Why is a difficulty 20 mission located in the same areas as difficulty 87 400 tonnage missions? Okay, whatever. We can afford to do that, and it'll get my independent rep up a little bit. We can do that. Ooh, 8 negotiation points, sure. Give me that, and then max out those C-bills. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust who we're taking. This is why we still had a couple of lighter mechs. I'll go ahead and take my... Where is it? I'll take my Black Knight. Freeman. I'll put you in the Assassin. Ooh. Wow. We actually don't have much in the way of room left. Okay, you know what? We might just take me and Freeman in. How much weight do we have left? What is that, 85 tons? So if I give Freeman... There we go. I'll take the Black Knight, he'll take the Battle Master. We've got this. Come on, Freeman. We can do this, just the two of us. We got this handled, no problem.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
I just want to shoot shit with a lot of fucking lasers.
Stand clear.
Oh wait, what is the weapon groupings on this thing? Right, chain fire the large lasers to keep the heat down. Mediums and small lasers are on 2. And then I have an alpha strike on 6. Right, okay. Had to reacquaint myself with the controls, been a while.
The independent people of Skye want us to eliminate a lance of hatchet men suspected to be on patrol at one of the marked nav points. Be sure to approach each one with caution, Commander. While the hatchet man's signature hatchet is devastating up close, it's more than capable of splitting a mech in 2 after a handful of blows.
That's putting it mildly. Let's clear out some of these trees. Give some clear lines of fire. I do like the Black Knight. Might need to get this thing upgraded with a binary laser. It's what, once we can get some consistent access to double heat sinks, the Black Knight is going to be even more efficient. What's that? Oh, that was just our dropship taking off. Hello, Hatchetman, are you here? Bingo, somebody's here.
I'm not seeing our targets at this location. Make way to the next nav point. We might have more luck there.
I'm here. Get right behind him. Down he goes.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
No, Mr. Tank. You don't get to escape. I'm not gonna have you sneak up behind me and shoot me in the back the moment I leave this area. I'm here. Where you at? Bye.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Now, where do we head next? Up and around? Up and around. Come on, Freeman. Just like the good old days when it was just the two of us moseying around because we didn't have anybody else to help us. Too many fucking trees. Look at these lines of fire. Where's he at?
Target acquired.
I'm here.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target
What is that?
acquired.
Spider? Alright, alright. Gotta hit those legs. No. Okay, hold on. Keep moving.
Acquired.
Keep moving. Nope, don't want to get hit by you either. There we go.
New target spider.
Good shoot, Freeman.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Ooh, there he is. Got him.
Target destroyed.
Another squadron of enemies down. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this. Like, I guess maybe because this was part of one of the DLCs, maybe they knew people were going to be at the end game anyways before they got these missions. But it still seems weird that they put something from a Rep 3 mission in a zone that is otherwise Rep 12. It just doesn't seem like very good.
Hatchet man.
There we go. Hold on. We have the rage advantage.
IFF readings
Yep.
are showing all targets at this location, Commander.
Of course they are.
Approach with caution.
Let's take full advantage of those large lasers that we've got. Try to kill one of them before he gets too close to us. Reading multiple mechs plus supports.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Headshot.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
All right, what are we dealing with here? Yep, fall back, fall back. We've got multiple AC-10s, multiple heavy units. Got him, headshot. Headshot on that one as well. 2 remaining.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
At the end of the day, headshots still work. Unfortunately, the Hatchetman is another one of those mechs where it's like solid design, really vulnerable to getting shot in the head because it has a very large cockpit. I do believe that man is stuck. Yep, it does appear that he is stuck. Well, shame for you, buddy. I have no reason to fight fair.
I've given the IPS the all clear to swoop in and salvage the downed Hatchetmen. Let's get out of here.
I wonder if they'll give us a bonus for mostly just knocking out the cockpits.
We've gotten all of them, Commander.
Ow,
Good
what the
job.
fuck? Who hit me?
We fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
The fuck? I see you over there.
Target acquired.
Stop it. There we go. Lord. I think that guy did more damage to me than any of the others in the game, so because he was shooting me from behind. Jackass. Load us back up. Minimal damage, easy payday. Oh, they're willing to give us a spider that we can sell. Sure. And rank 1 of that. Nothing else really of interest. Sure, take the AC-10. We'll sell that off on the market. Damn. Freeman didn't even get hit. Good on you, Freeman. We've been able to recover all 4 Hatchetmen from that lance you wiped out, but their battle damage is significant. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I did mostly headshot them. In order to get them operational, we'll need to collect a large supply of replacement parts. We've identified a series of locations where the Arcturian Guard have stored replacement actuators, my armor bundles, and weapon systems for the Hatchetmen. We'll need to conduct an objective raid to find and recover these supplies in order to repair the lance of Hatchetmen you recovered for us. We'll highlight their location and where the supplies are located. It'll be up to you and your lance to identify and recover any materials on site. All further tactical information has been forwarded to Rihanna. Good hunting. Thank you. Where are they trying to send us now? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Oh, I mean, interesting. Did that not actually... It didn't actually change our rep any, did it? That's weird. All right. Oh, no, we do not need to repair the spider. The only thing you need to do for the spider is send it to cold storage and strip it of parts, and then sell it. We still make about $500,000 off that. Perfect. Hey, the king crab is now online. Good. What did I arm this thing with? We got a large laser, a couple of single heat sinks, plenty of AC-20. Okay, so large laser for engaging at range, and then it wants to close to brawling range so it can open fire with dual AC-20s, which can inflict 44 damage at trigger pull. I could use $500,000. I mean, the problem is that $500,000 really doesn't go very far in the mercenary business. Notice how our upkeep costs every 3 months is over 2.5 times that. We need to be making money everywhere we go. Like, yeah, the potential payout here is only 112,000. I think we keep moving. I think we keep moving. Let's go ahead and queue that up. Give me $500,000 and I leave the merc business. Funnily enough, Tenwin, you'd be surprised how many merc companies make a one big payday, then they sell all their equipment and just go and retire. That is especially common in the inner sphere for small merc companies to just, they will raise, they will fight 1 or 2 campaigns, they will make just enough money, and then they will, everyone who wants out will just take their severance and their equipment, sell it all off and go. It is very common. The standard merc biz in history too, last I checked. Yep. Well, in Battletech, it's a little more pronounced because it's usually on a planet that you have never been on. And then you have to spend quite a bit of money to get home. That's a 4-mission operation. We just don't have the time for that. How long to get us to Candies? Yeah, 3-mission operation, 4-mission operation. This is all just, it's all just gonna take too long. It's all just gonna take too long. We could hit Biota. What is that? Beachhead contract against House Steiner? I'm not opposed to that. What is this? Tip of the spear. 400 tonnage limit. Clear the opposition forces, capture the target, clear the way for Allied force landing operation. We could do that. Who the fuck did House Steiner piss off on this run? Go ahead and give me a 600,000 damage coverage. They are willing to give me all the salvage shares. Interesting. That has me worried. Let's go ahead and up the base payout as well and see what we can get out of this. Alright. Back to the assault mechs. What do we have? You know what? Hold on. What is the environment we're dealing with here? Arid canyon, evening, visibility will be excellent. Looks like it's going to be fairly open. Brawlers alone might not be the best idea. They don't really have anything for long range except the Corsair right now. Need to get myself a proper assault mech with just nothing but lasers on it. We might have no choice but to go heavy brawling. Alright, I'll take the King Crab. Freeman, I want you in the Battlemaster 1S. We have Shenzang and Gable. Shenzang. I want you in the Atlas. And Lance, I want you in the Corsair. I want to save before we do this. This is kind of the first time we're really going to be pushing with an entire assault lance all on its own. We're still 20 tons under, but take it. Ready up. Oh god, I haven't set the weapon groupings for this. No, actually, I want AC-20s both on that. I want that there. There we go. The large laser will be the backup weapon.
The long walk, Commander. I can't fly any closer. The target garrison controls the orbital defenses for this planet.
Wait, where are we?
Once you've captured this installation, our Empire will be able to land their invasion force. I'll be waiting nearby to pick you up.
They want us to destroy these targeted garrisons.
Can't land dropships until the satellite relays controlling air and orbital weapons are destroyed. Destroy them.
We have unidentified bottlenecks on screen. Assume they are hostile and engage.
I forgot that the King Crab can't actually melee with these arms, so I might actually be a little low on ammo. Oh well. Too late now.
Target acquired.
Let's see what defenses they have. Nope, no turret for you.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
There we go. I knew somebody had PPCs. Come on, guys. Start firing.
Enemy radar dish destroyed.
All right. Where's the next target? Directly to our south. Say this mission's gonna be a bit of a walk. This mission's gonna be a bit of a walk. Damn, now I kind of wish I'd brought somebody with missiles. To be fair, we don't really have a missile boat for the assault category right now. We need to get our hands on a longbow. Okay, bastard. I'm not leaving you to come back after me. There we go. Alright, one of the 5... What is shooting at me? Okay, somebody took care of it. That's all I need. Yeah, we'll just head directly south, clear out those 2 other installations, swing east for the other 2, and then head north to the final target. It'll be a big loop, but we should be able to get everything handled. And we'll see if the enemy even has anything capable of stopping a full lance of assault mechs. Cut through here. The rock formation to the north of that is going to be a problem, but... What is that? Oh, that is a lot of AC-2s. Just need to be careful of that. How did that not kill you? Sometimes I really wonder if a large laser is a large laser, because it sometimes doesn't feel like actually working. Nope. Goodbye. Not dealing with that. There's another target. There he is. Clipped him. Wonder if we can get up this rock formation and get him behind this base. Possibly. We got tanks coming down from it. Good shooting, Gable.
Target acquired.
Where are you? Come on. Who's behind us? Who's behind us?
Acquired.
Got him.
Target destroyed.
No. With how brain dead the AI can be, I can't afford to have anything behind my guys. Absolutely not. Alright, second satellite uplink is right in front of us. Come to Papa. Ah! Die. There we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go.
I got it.
Good shooting, guys.
Target destroyed.
Second one down. Third target just ahead. Half a click. Defenses have been pretty minimal, which has me wondering what's going to be meeting us at the garrison.
Tango down.
Good shooting.
Target
Down.
destroyed. Target
What are those
acquired.
defenses?
Enemy destroyed.
Down.
There
he goes.
Target acquired. Target
Put
destroyed.
down. All right. Now we swing east. Minimal damage so far, which is good. That turret was halfway in the sand. Funny thing is that while that is a glitch for the game, you could absolutely see it on a planet with this much fucking dirt.
Target acquired.
And opening fire from here, no reason. No reason not to, since I have the range. There we go.
Target destroyed.
There's no way there's not defenses here. Have we run into a single mech yet? I don't think we have.
Target acquired.
Oh, hi. Goodbye.
Target destroyed.
Vaporize you.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
More turrets. Ow. Ow. No. Stop it. Fire.
Target destroyed.
Another one down. Final uplink. Not far. Goodbye. Hope nobody was invested in that multi-million-dollar fucking solar panel project back there.
Target acquired.
Satellite uplink. 3/4 of a click. Vaporized. Multiple tanks. The whole company is the Chunkifier Brigade. Pretty much. That is how Inner Sphere mercenaries do.
Target acquired.
Please believe that.
Target destroyed.
Ah, no. Is that AC-2 turret? Vaporized.
Target destroyed.
Goodbye.
Target acquired.
That's the last radar installation on the list. Objective
Got him.
complete.
All right, now we swing north.
Are now offline. Support dropships will now be able to land.
Target destroyed.
Scorched them.
Good shoot, Gable. Now we swing wide and we come into our final target from behind.
Target acquired.
Hello, Mr. Harasser laser platform. Down here.
Being informed that support is on its way. Let's hope they make it.
I was about to say, would they mind showing up? Oh, nice. They're dropping right on top of the enemy. Good.
Heard you could use a little backup. We're on our way in. Stand by 2 mics. Whiskey 6-1 out.
It'll be less than 2 mics. We're closing in on your position now.
Target Archer.
Archer.
Reach the target
Okay, we're
facility.
gonna need to deal with that.
Wipe out their defenses.
Let our new friends deal with those random enemies over there. We need to deal with the mechs. That is a lot of LRMs. That archer. Oh god, this archer is perfectly placed to cause me pain. Goodbye. Reload.
Target acquired.
You son of a bitch.
Incoming missile.
Get shot. Reload, reload. Direct to the torso. Open fire. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Down he goes. Now for their, what is that, an Atlas? Got him. Was that it? Oh, they're gonna try and retake it, aren't they?
Start the capture.
Yep.
Stay
Working on it.
nearby and keep enemy units out of the area while our ground troops deal with any locals. And
Gotcha.
tanks hack into the control systems.
What is that?
Look up. We've got hostile aircraft on approach. They know what we're up to, and they're going to want to stop this invasion before it starts. Hold
Down he
this
goes.
position.
Oh, they've got artillery. They've got artillery.
Fire on base. Repeat. Fire for effect. Fire at will.
Can we even get to them?
Commander. Destroy all additional artillery.
Okay.
There was more enemy artillery than we thought. Watch out.
Why the hell can't they tell us this before we start taking the base?
Spider.
Whatever. Fine. We'll deal with it. We got a mech out there. I see him. It's a spider. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stop. Don't stop. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Artillery garrison destroyed.
One down. Even if we don't get them all, we can at least take down most of them. There we go. Second gun down.
Target acquired.
It doesn't seem like they have many forces left because we did vaporize a good chunk of them on our way in. Eliminate any remaining enemy forces. Where? There's a spider, but wouldn't exactly call that a priority. Goodbye.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, that counted. All right. Let's finish off their artillery bank then. Hello. Guten Tag.
Target acquired.
Open this gate. There we go. Clear them out.
Destroyed. Target destroyed.
Vaporized.
Target acquired.
There we go. Is that it?
Destroyed.
I do believe it is.
Incoming missile.
Oh, come on.
Fasten.
I count 3 mechs, a medium, and 2 lights. Really? This is... We brought 4 assault mechs for this? Okay, okay, get out of my way. Any beachhead will always have RDs. Ah, I should keep an eye out for that. Oh, they... Okay, that's bad. That's bad. That's also bad. Oh, that was close. Okay. They dropped an enemy. They fucking dropped the lance right behind us. You know what? That's on me. Where are they moving? Where are they moving?
New target, Centurion.
That's a Centurion with an AC-20 burst fire. Sup, dude? Say goodbye to your AC-20. Goodbye. Oh, come on. Turn, 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 turn. Yeah, just eject, buddy.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, that's a longbow. Take out the arm. No, no, enough of your bullshit. Goodbye. Point blank. Charge. Let the heat dissipate. You son of a... Go away. There we go. Thank you, Freeman. Apparently there's another artillery that we have. Yeah, because it's on the other side of the goddamn map.
Here is where we earn our pay. Incoming battle mechs. A lot of them.
Okay, survived the final assault. Oh, they're dropping right on top of us again. Move, move, move. I have AC-20s. Let me get close to them.
Transport touching down.
I think your king crab needs more double heat sinks. I don't have any double heat sinks right now, so yeah. Oh. Oh, that was perfect.
Target acquired.
Hello. That was a headshot on a king crab. Get fucked. Oh, buddy. Stop it.
New target, Cyclops. Heat critical.
Don't care that I shut down. He's dead. Whew. Who's left?
Target acquired.
A scorpion. That's what's left. If I had time, I'd love to go get that at last artillery emplacement, but it's so fucking far away. It's not worth it. Plus, my guys are gonna kill this dude anyways.
All clear, Commander. Their defenses are now blind. The invasion has started, and your job is done.
Oh, I do love seeing that. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see him come down. Come on.
We've just completed re-entry. Lights are green. Dropships can now land.
There they are.
1-1 out.
What is that? One. There's a second one over there. There's probably at least one more. Yep, there's the other one. Glorious. And welcome, Hell. Welcome, Hell Frozen Nova. Well, I'll go with Hell for right now. Welcome, Hell. But yeah, no, this is my first playthrough of MechWarrior 5, and I've had some successes and I've had some losses, and the number of double heat sinks that have been blown up because the enemy got a lucky shot off, and then I've had to replace them with single heat sinks has been far too many. DeRoland, I see you in the YouTube chat. Welcome, welcome. Okay, not enough to get a king crab out of it. We could grab another archer. Don't really need any more heavy mechs. Could grab another Atlas. I already have 2 of those, though. Are you playing on normal? Yes, I'm playing on normal. Just playing through the game, as per usual. Damn, the archer... Oh, yeah, because I headshotted the archer. You can see that. The king crab... Oh, look at that. That was beauty. Look at that. Look at that paper doll. Look at the description of the damage. That king crab is nearly pristine. I hit him directly in the cockpit with 0 damage to the rest of the machine. Dual AC-20 rounds just embedded themselves in that cockpit, and the pilot disappeared. The entire rest of the machine completely intact. Rank 4 AC-20s, rank 4 large lasers, and we can't get it because the share cost is 40 fucking 9. Ugh. I suggest playing on easy, much less BS feels nicer to play. So far, there's been a average amount of BS, Hell. It has not been overwhelming. You know what? We're going to take the Atlas, we're going to strip it of parts, and then we're going to sell it off. I'll make plenty of money that way. Anything that I need for my various quests? No, so we'll just take whatever we can get for the highest price. That'll be a rank 1 AC2. Thank you. I sustained a bit of damage there, but nothing too bad. It is one of those things, though. It's like if you do headshots properly, your damage dealt isn't even that high, but you still take out enemies really fast. All right, so that got handled. We got paid a nice amount. Let's go ahead and strip it of anything usable and then sell it off for 2 million. Nice, nice. Let's get everything repaired. 36 days and about three-quarters of a million. And then we need to make our way up here. I want to get this story mission in before we get to, because what are we at, the 21st of April? We have until what, September for the Rosselhog campaign? I believe is the case. We could, let's make a pit stop in, actually, yeah, if we're gonna make a pit stop over here, go ahead and cancel these work orders until we get there. We'll save ourselves a bit of money and time by doing so. Go ahead and get us to Gunsberg. With the most recent update, weapon levels now make a big difference. Yes, I've been slowly trying to get my actual... Oh, they have double heat sinks here. They have 3 of them. Gives me. Anything else we're looking for? I know there was a couple of weapons they wanted for that. I'll take that, sure. Ooh, that is a max rank short burst laser for 1.4 mil. Fuck it, why not? We got the money right now. I don't think we're waiting on anything else. What's on the mech market? Champion, Grasshopper, Griffer. Yeah, the Zeus. I'm not a big fan of the Zeus. That's really the assault mech they've got here. Ugh, no. But speak of the devil. You have the clans? I have the clans, but we have not reached that time period yet. So what are we going to do here? Let's go ahead. We have 3 double heat sinks. So let's go ahead and slot in the ones in the engine because they are the least likely to take a hit. And then we'll pull one of these out of here and slot the last one. I said we'll... Oh, no, that's 3. Right? 3 slots. 3 slots. Where do I want it then? Put it with the... Put it with that. Double heat sinks are 3. Yes, the clan or double heat sinks are 2. I do know that. And then go ahead and repair all. Yep, nothing I need to change here. Oh, so much cheaper. So much cheaper. Battlemaster will take 10 days. That's fine. Planner weapons are also much less weight. Yep, planners are just better than everything. The Zeus SA3 is fantastic. Electronic warfare assault mech. I do need to get a proper electronic warfare mech. I'm just more focused on damage right now. God, we need to pay the Corsair. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, what I wouldn't give to get my hands on... We might want to... Do we want to get another backup pile? Ooh, you have almost max rank. You're a 56. The Zeus SA3 is rare as fuck. My main problem isn't the electronic warfare side of things. My main problem with the Zeus is that it's a Zeus. It's... I don't know. I've never been very impressed by the Zeus and its weapons layout. Although that is 3 SRM6s. Now hold on, wait a second. Okay, you might be onto something there, DeRoland. You might be onto something there. What are they charging for it? 19 mil? Ugh. That said, I have... Hold up. I have a Zeus 6S that I was not the biggest fan of using. I could sell that to help offset some of the cost. The Hero Battlemaster is a good laser boat? Yeah. No, I finally figured out how well laser boats work when I got my hands on a Black Knight. Black Knights are so good. Yeah, we can do that to offset the price somewhat. fact, might sell the quick draw off too. I have not used it in a hot minute, and I don't need as many heavies as I used to. And we'll head on over to the battle mech market. Go ahead and get me that Zeus 3 purchase. Take a look at you. Let me see your loadout. Ooh, all the SRMs are in that right arm. Damn. Okay, okay. Do we have better SRMs by any chance? I do. I have a couple of... Well, I can replace one of them, unfortunately. Panther KK has double heat sinks in it. Yeah, I took those out after I stopped using it. Oh, and it came with double heat sinks. Ooh, okay, okay. It's actually got 2.2.
Our base is under attack.
Hey, welcome. Oh, Frosty Tools is being a bit weird. Resident Zombie, thank you. Thank you for the raid, and to all the raiders. I am Sylvani. I am your Dragonfly Bugman VTuber. I don't know, I don't really have much of an introduction, but welcome. We are playing MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Still on my first playthrough. We're about to enter the Rosselhog portion of the game. Guess who recommended you? Welcome, Jin. Good to see you, buddy. Brown Bear, stop trying to threaten to blow people out the airlock. Thanks, Jin. He's the one that suggested raiding you. Well, thank you very much. And thank you for the follow.
Resident is now aboard.
Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting back into MechWarrior 5. I took a short break from MechWarrior to play Pragmata and cried my eyes out towards the end of it. So now I need to get back in here and actually deal with the rest of this. So yeah, black market countermeasures. Okay, okay. Medium rifle ammo, SRM ammo. Honestly, this setup isn't bad. It's a little slow firing, but binary lasers for long range, medium rifle for medium range, SRMs for brawling. It's not bad. The only thing is, no, there's nothing I can really swap out of this. The medium rifle is fine. Rate of fire's low, but that's just the nature of the beast. Cute and funny, Gamada. Wouldn't have to threaten if you hadn't revoked my permissions. But welcome, welcome everybody, welcome. Be nice to the newcomers, Lord Brownbear. Shush. Well, that's true though. The binary lasers do deal decent damage, but they also weigh a fuck ton. Can always replace the SRMs for LRMs. Personally, I'm more of a fan of SRMs. Most of the time, if I mount something in the LRMs, it's going to be just LRMs. Plus, LRMs are heavier, so if I start mounting LRMs in here instead, I'm gonna have to swap something else out. But we'll take it for its electronic warfare capabilities, and that sounds perfectly fine. The Kuni Gagmata. I mean, there's been a lot of VTubers playing the Pragmata, so I'm not surprised that joke got through. But I had a fun time. I do have a max rank medium rifle, though. We can go ahead and swap that in just to improve its damage slightly. Well, the main advantage is the higher rate of fire. We got a higher rate of fire, lower heat, slightly higher max range. No problem there. Double heat sinks all around, which it definitely needs because it's using those binary lasers. Now, if I pull the binary lasers, heat produces 14. I could swap them in with a pair of decent large lasers. That would save me about 8 tons. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. I've kind of noticed the binary lasers only really work on something that has one large laser slot, because if you only have one large laser slot, you want to give it as much damage as possible. Yeah, Seagulls in the left arm, could go large lasers for better heat control. Yeah, that's already what I was thinking, to Roland. That's already what I was thinking. So that saves me 8 tons, which immediately lets me... We immediately need to get this armor up, because this is an assault mech. This should not be... I should not be wondering if it has enough armor. No, thank you. Ooh, that's a little... How do we want to do this? Because we are still a little low on size, but hold on. I do want to swap out one of the SRM-6s for the advanced version that I've got. How do we want to do this? Large lasers, heavy medium rifle. We've got both the black market probe and the countermeasures. I do have better countermeasures. Oh. Disrupt mode range is only 5 meters. Okay, so yeah, the black market countermeasure is more just for protecting the singular suit. Whereas proper electronic warfare protects everybody else. You could put an AC-10. AC-10 is twice the weight. And I want I've learned that the medium rifles are decent as long as you're intending to use them just as finishers. Because the AC-10 does fire faster, but it's also got about half the damage, and it weighs over twice as much, if I recall correctly. Yeah, an AC-10 is 12 tons as opposed to the medium rifle's 5. You mainly just want it to support brawling, which we've got 3 LRM-6s, so that's 45 damage in the right arm, and then we can finish off the enemy with another 16 in the left. I've actually had decent luck with rifles. You just have to use them carefully. They have a slightly higher floor ceiling, the skill floor, than ACs do. Oh, for all the newcomers, the ad is now in progress, so I probably will try to, in fact, I'll probably just run and use the restroom right now. So yeah, I try to do less during the ad breaks so people don't miss things. AC-10's a better DPM, whereas mediums are for bigger punch. Yes, yes, I have seen that. We just need, do I want to increase, if I increase the armor in the legs, that we should be able to get to that. So let's increase that. And then how much weight do we have here to work with? There we go. Give the legs slightly more armor. That leaves us with 6 tons. We can then swap out hostile sensor suppression, hostile accuracy modifier. Oh, yeah, okay. So I see how that is. So the black market countermeasure does a really good job of protecting one mech, but it can't do anything for the rest of the lance. I see how it is. So we'll pull the black market countermeasure, replace that with this. Then we'll replace the black market probe. Enhanced sensor range, distortion reduction. Wait, is that actually better? 15%, 15%. Black market is good for arena stuff, and that's about it. Yeah. I mean, if you have an entire lance capable of mounting countermeasures, then all of them having black market countermeasures is good, because again, it protects individual suits really well. But if you're running a group normally, there's almost no chance of that. 300. So the black market probe is actually better. Wait, am I just crazy, or is the black market probe actually just better? Started playing Pragmata, and I know for a fact that it's gonna make me cry. Yep, it will. It will, Apollo. Yeah, the black market probe is actually better than the electronic warfare active probe. Weird. I would have thought it would have had similar restrictions, but it's lighter weight. It gives a better base range sensor bonus. It gives a better enhanced no line of sight bonus, and it has a better ECM distortion reduction. All right, never mind. We're keeping that one in. That does, so we did save half a ton here. I think if that's the case, we drop the medium rifle half ammo, and we just slot in a full ton. That leaves me with 4 tons left to play with. Can't really fit any more double heat sinks in, but I could always slot in additional single heat sinks to help make up for it. 2 tons of SRM ammo, that's 640 shots. That should be more than enough for the SRMs. Let's just go ahead and plug some single heat sinks in here. There we go. Start work on that. Everybody's working on everything. Good. Takes us 36 days before we're done there. It's going to take us 20 days to get to Candace. Understandable. That is where we're going. Like, I didn't misread the objective, right? Life view system. Yes. Okay, good. We'll do Candace missions, and then we'll figure things out from there, because that's going to take most of our remaining time. Don't forget to paint the Zeus. I won't. Well, I probably will, but you know. All right, yeah, the King Crab. So the Zeus will not be ready just yet, but everybody else will here shortly. In fact, we're going to go with... I do my Taurian-inspired paint scheme to everybody. Nope. Apply. How do we... Yes. Select all. Apply. There we go. And then we just want to wait. Oh, right. Has anything happened in the news? Oh, it's been a while since we checked. We did the Eridani Lighthorse one, the Fox Teeth, right? Wolf Dragoons established their hiring hall on Outreach. Morton Greenberg continues mercenary life after canceled show. I remember that. DCMS contracts Yori Mechworks to ramp up the Catapult K2 production line. No armor, one cannon shouldn't be fill, auto, and enough ammo for 20 tons leader and turn a fort into a geological survey. I don't... Apollo, I'm not tracking what you're saying, man. Draconis Combine Forces have taken great strides in reestablishing and rebuilding what was lost in the Fourth Succession War. DCMS Command looks to Yori Mechworks for a contract to once again start production of the prominent Catapult K2. The famed K2 is well known among Combine Forces for breaking the mold of standard catapult design by converting the indirect fire platform into a deadly brawler suited for the front lines. It mounts 2 PPCs. I wouldn't exactly call that great for brawling, considering it fucks up your own systems when you're that close. The impressive departure is made possible by swapping out its primary armament, trading the LRMs for a pair of PPCs and machine guns. Mass production is underway at the Al-Nair manufacturing facility, as Yori and Combine technicians are able to acquire the necessary resources to once again create the out-the-box variations of the Hollis Incorporated's catapult chassis. Spirits are high among DCMS forces as they are able to once again field a considerable number of battle-tested Combine variant. And the NAIS reproduces the Lost Tech tag system. You need an A10 Warhog version of a mech, just a mech built around a 200mm full auto cannon. I mean, like, there's a couple you can kind of do with that. You put rotary auto cannons on a blackjack, and it's not that far off. You then put those rotary cannons on a rifleman or a Jaeger mech, and you get an even bigger version of that. The NAIS scientists on New Avalon, thanks to the data found in the Starlink memory core found on Helm, have managed to restart production of a system lost in the Succession Wars. New units of the target acquisition gear, commonly called TAG, are in production. More than a simple laser designator, the TAG system ties into onboard targeting systems and uses its own tight beam laser communication to share data with friendly units and munitions, increasing accuracy for missiles and other guided munitions. I do love, because I do know enough about the lore, that the Inner Sphere focused really hard on rebuilding missile tech from the Helm core. That was one of the first things. You got the TAG system, the various electronic warfare systems and all that, sensor systems. And they're like, wow, this is really good. And then the clans showed up. And the clans had AMS on almost every single suit they had. And the fucking Inner Sphere missile systems fucking failed horribly in the opening engagements. It did not go well for missile boats throughout the Inner Sphere. Let's go ahead and skip those 4 days. And then, okay, 380 tonnage. Interstellar Expeditions wants us in on this. Bit annoyed that they're launching the Warlock the same day as the full expansion. Just saying, wish I could have tried out the class. Because when the expansion launches, I'm going to prioritize my main character. Yep, that's understandable, Tenwin. Oh, by the way, for everybody who's here for MechWarrior, this week I am swapping between MechWarrior and Diablo 4 because I am interested in the new expansion and new class that's going to be coming out. But don't worry, there'll be plenty of MechWarrior. We're just going to be alternating days, basically. So Monday's going to be MechWarrior, Tuesday's going to be Diablo, Wednesday will be MechWarrior, Friday will be Diablo, and on and on and on throughout my schedule. And once we get one of those done, probably Diablo, let's be honest, I'm going to be moving into doing the Metro series as well. After Metro 2039 got announced, I'm going to be doing a replay of the trilogy because it's a very good one. The shipping company, right, mostly food, medicine, Comstar's achieving its goal, servicing local raiders, right. No doubt a bit augmented by Comstar's ready access to a deep inventory of mechs, so it won't be a walk in the park. Understandable. We take our usual 1 thing of damage coverage, 1 thing of additional C-bill payout, and then we ask for all the shares. Well, 24, is that enough to get us? That's not enough to get us an assault mech. So that might actually not be worthwhile here. We'll take a couple shares of that, and then we'll pour all the rest into money. Like, unless we can get at least, like, 35 shares, it's usually not worth it. Actually, this build looks good. We don't even have to change anything. The king crab proved itself quite well. Yeah, let's just go with this. Let's just go with this. I think we'll be fine with this. Make sure you finish all the campaign missions in the north part of the map before 3049. Yes, I kind of realized as we were getting close to the Rosselhog campaign to roll in that I really needed to finish the actual story campaign before the clans show up. Because I have a feeling that's going to fuck with a lot of shit. So I'm desperately trying to get it done as quickly as possible. Also, we've gotten a couple of nice mechs through the storyline, and I wish I'd done them earlier. Like, getting that Victor earlier would have been nice. Oh, please tell me it's not nighttime outside. Oh, good. It's not completely pitch black. Thank Christ.
The shipping company's supply depot has been marked on your map. Get there and protect it from raider attack.
MMO fans eating good this year. FF14 getting expansion. Warframe getting expansion. WoW got their expansion. Not sure what Star Fantasy Online 2 is doing. Yeah, no idea. But no, MMOs are just chugging along. Not really my thing right now. Every now and then I get the urge to want to go back and play Lord of the Rings Online, but that game is grindy as hell. As much as I love the atmosphere in that game and the art design, it's grindy as hell. I got 60 rounds of AC-20, looking for a place to plant it. God, I do love the king crab. Look at the size of this thing. Look at this chunky boy. It is made for brawling. It's still a little weird that the king crab has those big reinforced front arms, but you can't actually melee with them. You'd think you would. Play on PS5. Didn't have the clan DLC until 2 weeks ago. It was a new FedCom Steiner area, then got the Clanner DLC. I was in the Clanner Invasion area. Yeah, that doesn't go well. How did you enjoy having the clan drop on top of you out of nowhere? I'm sure that was fun. We'll get to them in time. We need to clear some of these trees. Too much shit in our sightlines. There we go. That's better. The side campaigns too, missed out on a lot of them due to the invasion. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I have time for all of those, because there's a lot of them.
Just in time, Commander.
47 enemies. Okay, we've got our work cut out for us here.
Incoming hostiles.
Not for you to complain about. 1 second. Sorry about that sudden coughing fit. My bad. All right, where are they? Bingo, first targets. Come on, guys, we got a lot of shit to take down. Vaporize him. Vaporize him. Oh, I should have brought a missile boat for this. We need long-range firepower. We've got a light mech plus some support units closing in from behind. I want to finish these guys off and turn around and face them. Where are you, Mr. Tank? Where are you? No, don't let him into the base. There we go. It's so annoying when an enemy gets inside of there and then you're trying to chase them down the entire bloody time. PlanetSide 2 is still chugging along, but it's golden ages. But yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen, Tenwen. I see what you're saying, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
New target, javelin.
A javelin? Really? Get back here, you son of a... No. Stop shooting at my shit. You son of a bitch. Get over here so I can plant AC-20 in your face. Got multiple tanks as well. Son of a bitch. No, focus on the mech. It's the priority. Come here. Get out of here. There we go. Now he doesn't have a leg. That will make things much easier.
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill.
There we
Even
go.
going critical.
Acquired.
Scorched them.
You're on the other side of the hill, and you, I think, are stuck. Turtle Crusade was supposed to be, but that blew up in my face. Yeah, the closest we got to a proper MMO SPS. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Hello, Mr. Manticore.
Hostile just bit the dust.
Yeah, that guy's stuck, isn't he? What I wouldn't give... I should have brought an LRM boat. I should have brought an LRM boat. But I don't really have an LRM boat in the assault category right now. And quite frankly, I don't like LRMs for the most part. But that's just me. It's not helped, but I did help a friend play through the clan like fighting the clans, and his recommendation was, yeah, don't rely on LRMs because the clans are just gonna shoot them all down. Where's this? Oh no! Please tell me this tank didn't spawn in the ground. Nope, nope. He's just stuck. There we go.
Just cross the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Yep, I'm trying. Let's get back to the base. 8 down. What is that? 39 to go. There they are. Yep, they're already firing missiles.
Target acquired.
Go, that one's down. Multiple light mechs. We need to get back to the front of this base. Damn. Harasser laser platforms. Oh, what I wouldn't give.
New target, Locust.
Oh, a locust. God, he's gonna be annoying. You just know it. Come back here. Oh my God. What I wouldn't give for competent. No. Just no, you son of a bitch.
Target destroyed.
Bye. Goodbye.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Got his leg. Goodbye. Now, where's that locust? Where's that locust? Gonna use MRMs in Chaos Raids? Maybe. I like SRMs. SRMs are fun to use, but I'm not the biggest fan of LRMs. Clipped him with one of those. There we go. Legs down. He's dead. 16 to 47. Finally got enough clan LRM 20s for a longbow with Liana, and those AMS mean nothing. I mean, yeah, once you can get some LRM 20s with clan tech, yeah, then you can start using LRMs again. But there's a reason there are clanner mechs with 3 AMSs on them. The fucking things are annoying. I know that. I haven't even fought them, and I know that's annoying. Okay, I hate those fucking VTOLs. What did they bring? Oh god, it's a dual machine gun cicada. It's basically meant to destroy buildings. Pieces of shit. How did I miss him? Alright, we're getting surrounded now, but we don't have much of a choice. Where are you at? Get back here, you piece of shit. No. We're gonna cause more damage. This is why I hate fighting in these missions. I hate it. You. Go away. No. Got another locust closing in. Oh, let's try it. Please stop running into the buildings. Please stop, guys. I know I came in here to kill something. Please stop. I'm begging you. Good lord. My own allies are blowing this place to hell. Come on. Come on. Got him. Working on it. Where's that? What is that? A Centurion? Yeah, that's a Centurion. I know. I'm trying. I am trying. Good shot. Good shot. That's what I'm talking about. What are we at? Halfway? We're halfway. Just wait for the 16 machine gun, Puma, and Adder. I would love to see, what is it, the Piranha? I love the Piranha as a light mech. No.
Target destroyed.
Oh my god. Okay, what are we still dealing? Okay, it's light forces right now. That'll take us almost to 30. God, we're dealing I'm pretty sure like 20 out of the 30 damage that this place has taken is from us. Goodbye.
Target destroyed.
What is that? An SRM-20 carrier and an SRM-40 carrier. That needs to die.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Ah, yes, the SRM-40 carrier for when you want to just round a corner and vaporize everything within 20 meters. Got my hands on an Uller KFX-C with 3 Planner AMS, and it's fun. Oh yeah, it's hilarious watching the enemy try to get past that. The only AMS I've been using in this run was I had the Hero Spider for a while that was able to have the dual AMS. That helped quite a bit.
Spotted operating in the area.
The problem with the MechWarrior 5 is the problem with a lot of MechWarrior games, which is you blow through the period of time where lights and medium mechs matter so quickly. That is a drop ship. Okay, so we can expect a good chunk of the remaining forces to come in now. What is that? Air airborne assets? Vaporize them. Vaporize them. Come on, guys. I can't be the only one shooting these things. There we go. All right, now we focus on the mechs. What is that? A cicada? Come on. Come on. Close the distance. Got him. That's a rifleman. We can afford to avoid him for now. That, however, is an awesome. Ow! Need to close the distance. Need to close the distance as rapidly as possible, which is not saying much right now. I swear to God, the 2 people behind me are just not even shooting at anything. And fire. Direct hit. Reload. Got him. You. No, Mr. Rifleman. You don't get to do this shit. Oh, that was a misclick. And he's behind a wall now. Come out. Come out. Nope, he's just walking into the wall. Nope, he's turning. He's walking away. I hate you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Got him. Who's left?
New target, Spider.
We might act. Ugh, I don't know. We're at 65. I don't know if we'll be able to keep the base above 60%. Couldn't salvage the Puma. There was one on sale and insta-bought it. It's now my best mech that just melts things. Yep. Buddy of mine, as I said, has an endgame save where he was letting me fool around. Not anything story related, just fooling around with clan mech designs. The Makashi, I think, is the one he was using. 4 clan ER large pulse lasers. Or just large pulse lasers. I don't remember what the clan versions of them are. That thing could headshot from a mile out. Literally or a kilometer out. Easily. Hello. Hello. Come to Papa. Goodbye. Oh. There we go. Alright. We have 12 more targets. Who's left? I'm assuming a full lance of mechs. Minimum. Plus supporting forces. Where are they? Where are they?
Reconnaissance flights show increased enemy presence in the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further hostiles.
I get that, Rihanna. Where? Oh, nope. They're just gonna drop right inside the base. Oh, fuck. I don't like that they can do that. I really don't. That's kind of aggravating. Ooh, that is... Okay, that Jaeger mech is going to have low armor, but he is a pain with those ACs. We just need to close the distance. Fire. Reload. Fire. Come on, reload, reload, reload. How are you not dead? He is still alive. There we go. You. I know the ammo is low. Shut up. Ow. Okay, I did that to myself. I don't... Stop. Hate those things. I've seen their stats. They do not have much armor, so it's kind of fucking annoying that I was pumping AC-20s into its face and it wasn't dying. Where did that mech go? It's an awesome with LRMs. We just need to deal with him. Go on. Try to walk through that wall. See what happens. I am well aware, Rihanna. I have 4 rounds left of AC-20. What is left? There are 6 targets still. You cannot expect me to believe they're going to drop another lance of mechs directly on top of me. I am out of AC-20 ammo. That is not good. That is not good. Okay, well, a couple of these are just going to be aerial. Yeah, they just dropped another drop ship to our left. Son of a bitch. All right, 4 targets left. Where are they? 3 mechs and a support unit. Okay.
New target, Marauder.
Oh, great. Marauder with PPCXs.
Target acquired.
What else do we... I don't even know what else we got up there. I might have to just switch. As soon as I run out of ammo, I might have to just switch to another mech, because this is... God damn.
New target, Victor.
It's a Victor and a Stalker. Oh, those are all short burst lasers. Fuck, that's gonna be a pain. Let's try to kill the Marauder. If I get a good shot, 4 AC-20s should be enough to knock out a Marauder. Or just 2. All right, who's left? The Stalker. I think that Victor is stuck where that other tank was, so... Hello. Yep, I got no ammo left. Ow. Ow. I'm trying to back up. There we go. Okay, I'm switching to somebody else's mech. Go ahead and use the Battle Master here. Battle Master with SRMs and small lasers, right? Where's that Victor?
Victor.
Yep, he got stuck in that same place that other tank did. Come to Papa, buddy. You're just stuck in one place. Ow. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Okay, we didn't keep it above 60, but... eh. Have to constantly buy and collect client ECMs because it's always shot out and destroyed. Of course, there's always something. What game is this? Welcome, PNW. This is MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Ugh. The King Crab got itself shot to shit, but I don't think we lost any components, so it works. Also, quite frankly, most missions should not require me to have to go through 60 rounds of AC-20. Good lord. I'm not gonna lie, the longer this game goes on, yeah, we didn't get the bonus for keeping it above 60. Oh well. We could take a Javelin and sell it for scrap. Honestly, I'd rather take the high-end stuff that they're giving me here. Yeah, we'll make more from that. I mean, I did plenty of damage. Can't deny that. Haven't played a MechWarrior game in years. I have to check it out. Highly recommend. The next time it's on sale, I would recommend it. It does have a lot of DLC, though, which some of the DLC is quite good, so that might also run up the price a bit. I carry 90 rounds of UAC-20 on my Cyclops. Yeah, but... well, no, the Cyclops is a 90-ton mech, so yeah, King Crab doesn't have any excuse, except for the fact that I just... The only thing I could do is downgrade that large laser to something else, and that's my only long-range weapon on the King Crab. But... Alright, Freeman didn't do too much damage, but Gable and Shenzang did alright. That's the way it's done, Commander. Outstanding work. This should dissuade the raiders from attacking again, at least in the future. The settlers out here, they can continue to live in their homes and their farms, safe for the time being, and that's worth celebrating, I think. 40k MG ammo on my MG Puma. Well, the Puma has God knows how many machine guns, so yes, why would you not? On a side note, I've been taking excellent progress on the first set of coordinates your father left behind. Shouldn't be too long before I can break the encroachment completely. But who knows? A few weeks, a few months, there's no way to tell. As for the 2 sets of coordinates, they're more complex and it'll take longer, but one victory at a time, eh? And we're now officially at rank 13. All right, Rihanna. 16 MGs. Jesus Christ. Oh, Fahad, what are you doing up here?
I've done it. I've broken the encryption on the first set of coordinates.
About time.
Hey, don't start. I wondered myself if I'd ever cracked the encryption. But here we are.
Never doubted you for a minute, Rihanna. What did you find?
Well, not as much as I'd hoped, to be perfectly honest. Take a look. This
right, what do we
is
got?
the ancient star map we discovered inside the fortress on Xinjiang. You can see where the missing section of the map is supposed to be, right here. The coordinates I unlocked point to this location. A system on the innermost edge of the periphery.
It's all the way in the
I researched
periphery.
it as best I
Oh, we
could.
do not have time
All
to
I
get out
found
there.
was its designation, HD 276914. From everything we know, it's uninhabited. There's nothing out there, Commander. No colonists, no miners, no record that anyone's ever even been there.
Why would my father have gone to so much trouble to protect these
Also,
coordinates?
again, this is my
There
first
has
playthrough
to
of this
be something
campaign,
out
so
there.
please no
I agree.
spoilers.
The question is, what?
There's only one way to find out. I'll get us to those coordinates ASAP.
All right.
Ugh.
Once we're there, we'll
God.
have a much better idea of exactly what we've unlocked.
Roger that.
I mean, you say that, but... Yep, first missions. Where exactly is this? What hellhole do we need to go to in order to get there? Oh my fucking god. Oh god, it's literally at the ass end of nowhere. Why? Okay, I get that they wanted to have the whole, we want you to you know, explore the inner sphere and go everywhere. But then you make very specific campaigns where I have to be like, I had to be over here for Operation Galahad. I had to be over here for the Fourth Succession War. I have to be up here for Rasselhog. It's like, do you know how long it takes to get through some of these places? For fuck's sake. It's gonna take us until June of 3033 just to get over here. Or no, it is June. Never mind, it is June. It's gonna take, we only have like 2 months before the fucking mission from... Ugh, I don't want to do that. I just want to prepare because we've got like less than 2 months before the Rasselhog campaign begins. Fuck. So that'll just have to wait until after Rasselhog is done. I don't have a choice in the matter. Is there anything on the market here that we want to buy? Burst fire. I do use light rifles on my Battlemaster for an extra punch, but binary laser. See, it would be one thing if the binary laser didn't also weigh more than the large laser. Like, I mean, it does do more damage, so I'm not saying it has to weigh the same amount as a large laser, but it already has the massive heat investment. Having it also be heavier just means that it's pretty much useless in anything that doesn't have just one large slot for a laser. It's kind of annoying. All right. Doesn't look like anybody has anything of interest here. PPC over binary laser. In terms of feel, I agree to Roland. But in terms of heat buildup, they're roughly the same. At least because of the PPC's enhanced firing rate. And quite frankly, most mechs can't handle more than one PPC either. I say this as someone who loves the Marauder. It's just true, though. Until you get your hands on clan double heat sinks, most PPC builds just don't work. Because the PPC is heavier than the large laser. It does roughly the same damage. It does fire faster, but that often means you just overheat faster. You can kind of make it work with double heat sinks. You can make it definitely work with clan double heat sinks. And you can triply make it work with clan double heat sinks and clan PPCs. But until you get that, large lasers tend to outclass the PPC, at least in MechWarrior 5, every single time. Personal preference? Yes, I love the PPC. It's one of the most satisfying weapons to fire in this game. And in most MechWarrior games. But in terms of raw performance, the large laser just keeps working. PVC does have the sensor scrambling, which is nice. Yes, it does help. It does help. If you're in a long-range shootout, it definitely helps. The problem is it helps if your enemy is using similar long-range weapons. If they're all just spamming LRMs, which sometimes the AI does, it doesn't, because they're just going to rain fire on you for the whole time. All right. We did not take any damage, although the front of our mech looks absolutely deep-fried. I don't think we lost any components. Nope. God, the Corsair. Every time I see the Corsair, it makes me throw up in my mouth a little. All right, it'll cost us, Jesus Christ, 300% more. Fuck. No, no, just zip us over to Stanzok. Zip us over to Stanzok. Nope. The pulse lasers in all sizes are nice. Yep, if you can afford the slight increase in weight, they're great. Oh my God, that costs so much less. Is there anything good here? I don't need another Victor. I don't need another Crusader either. I do not need a third Battle Master. I don't. God damn it, game. This is Korean space. Where's the Hatamoto Chi? Or, oh, no, I guess we're technically in Steiner space. Yeah, this is Stanzok is Steiner, Hemmingen and Vorarlberg is Narita. Ugh. Okay, I've got clans in my library. Cost-effective way of trying mechs in the future. Yeah, if you want, the clans game is a bit more standalone because it focuses just on the clan invasion from the clan perspective. But it does allow you to play with clan tech, which is fun. We will be getting to that game eventually, just not right now. I just don't have time to go into other things. There's no new stuff there. Is there anything on the open market that we need to buy? Doesn't look like it. No, doesn't look like it at all. Ah, well. Getting everything repaired. The king crab is going to take 21 days. The Zeus got done while we were traveling. I think we're loaded up as much as we can be. I should look into... Ah, yes. It's time to do some upgrades on the king crab while we're here as well. Fortified internal structure, refined armor, ballistic damage, ballistic range and velocity, ballistic cooldown time, and the heat capacity overall would probably be better. Yes, because the heat generation from autocannon, from an autocannon 20 is 5.4, so that's the minus 2.5% would not be enough to compensate. There we go. That's going to run us about, yeah, 2.3 million C-bills, but it'll allow us to get everything set up. Did I upgrade my Crusader by any chance? I did not. I would like to use the Crusader at some point. So we'll go ahead and add on that. Missile cooldown time. Missile range and velocity. And then, oh, actually, cooldown time is not necessary for the Crusader. It has 4 SRM6s. Missile spread, though, would be nice. And then go ahead and increase its heat capacity as well. Battlemaster 1S, I believe I've already, yep, I've already got him upgraded. The Atlas D, upgraded. The Corsair, I wasn't even sure what to do with the Corsair because the Corsair has such an eclectic mix of weaponry that I'm not even sure what to do with this damn thing. We'll give it the internal structure and refined armor, though. And then heat capacity, because why not? Did my Black Knight have all of its up? Oh, wrong one. Upgrades. Yes. Acceleration, deacceleration, energy range and velocity, heat capacity, energy damage, laser duration, internal structure. Yep. I like my Black Knight. It is very nice. I need some more double heat sinks for it, though. It also just looks great. Like, the Black Knight is just the pin, is just one of those mechs that just has an iconic look to it. Marauder 3M is good. I know that. You're getting upgraded. I guess bringing the Zeus along is, if we are going to be using the Zeus as an anti-missile platform, we're probably going to want to get that upgraded as well. Multiple SRM-6s, 2 large lasers. I wish I had the generic damage upgrade, but I don't. We are going to want heat capacity. What is the movement speed on this thing? I don't remember. Top speed, 64.8 kph. Let's go ahead and grab the 10% sensor range because it does have the electronic warfare suite. Ray. I guess we'll just go with raw energy damage for the lasers and missile spread. I'll leave the rest off for right now because we're already taking up a lot of funds here. And we're not really going to be able to make any more before Rosselhog's missions start. We're going to head down to Vorarlberg and see if the Caretans are willing to pay for anything. Or willing to take my money for a mech, I should say. Okay, we've got an awesome. Not the worst. It's the fire support awesome with large lasers and LRMs. That could be nice. That could be nice. That would give us a proper assault mech with some large LRM capacity. I wouldn't be adverse to that. Anything in the equipment zone? That's a max rank AC-10. I have a couple of those. Tags are starting to show up. Specialized laser does no damage, but improves missile lock and accuracy when painted on the target. Not the worst idea. Not the worst idea. At the very least, should probably have a couple of these on hand, just in case. LRMs. LRM ammos. Myomer acceleration. Nothing else. Okay. Really hoping for... Yeah, we might grab that. How much is the awesome going to run us? Only 6.2 million, which is not bad. It is... I don't like buying the borderline mechs, especially in a category like the lower end mediums, lower end heavies, and lower end assaults, where it's like, is this really better than buying like a Black Knight, which we already have? But like, a Black Knight has almost as much armor as an awesome. Already natively has almost as much cooling. Can engage at roughly the same range, moves a third faster, and has almost as much firepower. You like Inferno SRMs? Could put those on the Zeus. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Well, I've played around with the Infernos, and I've gotten mixed results. Sometimes you land an Alpha Strike with a bunch of Inferno SRM-6s, and the enemy just shuts down. But then I shoot that same enemy in another engagement, same design, same type of mech, and it feels like it doesn't matter how many times I hit them, they just won't shut down. It just got to the point where I started loading most of my SRMs with the standard one just to deal additional damage. Especially because of the swarm of fucking lights that we constantly deal with. And that is one thing that my friend has warned me about, is that the clan invasion, they will swarm you with lights. So having regular SRMs that can just vaporize a light is not a bad one. Does MechWar have EMP/lightning-based weaponry? That's basically what a PPC is, Tenwin. That's about as close as you get. You're accelerating a particle to the speed of light, almost. It's essentially hitting another mech with a lightning bolt that explodes. That's why it causes that distortion effect when it hits something. It temporarily fries quite a few mech systems. It's what throws off targeting systems and the like. Most mechs are hardened against any kind of EMP, but PPCs hit with such force that it fucks with their systems for a few seconds. Not enough to disable them, but enough to give them a problem. The dasher spam is real. Yeah, I've already heard the horror stories. I don't know the full context of how to fight them. I've only fought them on a friend's account where he was having me drop in for co-op, but... Yeah, you know what? Having a dedicated assault unit with mainly missiles is not a bad idea. But is it worth the cost? It's like, for almost the same price, I could buy an archer. And the archer is going to do the job almost as good. The main problem with the archer is its cooling is way lower. So it has a problem when it engages enemies over long periods of time. It's cooler to literally shoot lightning. I mean, the PPC kind of looks like a lightning bolt. It's not that far off. You don't have the Agincourt? The Agincourt, I was in the middle of doing the missions, and then I got to like part 4, got my ass kicked. I was like, okay, we'll come back later. And that was like 5 in-game years ago. And I'm just like, it's also on the other side of the sphere. And I'm just like, I don't want to go over there again. It's annoying. Like, that's entirely on me. I'll fully admit to that. Catapult with shitty armor. God, I wish we had something else. Hold on. Collect a Centurion mech, collect a Trebuchet mech. You know what? I'll take the Centurion one. Those show up in a lot of our missions. We might actually get that one. I haven't gotten any of these. God damn. Every time I take a kill mission, those enemies just stop spawning. I swear. Rare weapon on mark. I guess we could try that. Again, we're just kind of hanging out in the industrial zone until we get the mission from Rosselhog. What are the lifespans in the MechWarrior universe? So, ooh, hold on. Give me a sec. A crab, not what I'm looking for. Another awesome. Okay, but more armor, still has the LRM support, but it lost one of the large lasers, but we might be able to make that work. It's also cheaper, but that's because I'm going to have to replace half the body parts. Give me a second, Tim, and I'll get to your question in a moment. We can also buy those, get that done for our mission. What else do we have? Some ACs. Nothing really fancy there. PPCX. Until we back on the tabletop, you start counting the dashers with the reindeer names. So, lifespan of the MechWarrior universe can vary vastly depending on what planet you're from because of the way infrastructure got annihilated during the Succession Wars. Tenwin. The other thing is that when humanity was at its peak during the Star League, Tenwin, Star League kind of hit a limit on how far they could extend human lifespan. So instead, they started working on improving the ability of a human being to remain physically and mentally capable for longer throughout their life. It wasn't uncommon, if you had the money and the means, for someone during the Star League to live to almost 130, 140. They couldn't really find a way to push beyond that without massive... Well, there was one way, which was cybernetics, but culturally, the Inner Sphere has a bit of a taboo on cybernetics. Like, cybernetics to replace a missing limb, that's one thing. Cybernetics to replace parts of your body as they shut down, that's seen as, like, almost unnatural, so a lot of people don't like it. And in the end, that line of research was largely abandoned for centuries. So instead, they focused almost entirely on making it so that people could continue to function at their physical and mental peak for longer. By the end of the Star League, this meant that instead of someone basically becoming physically and mentally inept, usually in their 70s to 80s, a person who could potentially live to about 120, let's say that's like the average age in the Star League if you had access to the right medical tech, could remain physically and mentally capable all the way up into almost 100, at least 100, if not past that. Because the most infamous case was that Alexander Kerensky, the last leader of the SLDF, of the Star League Defense Force, was over 105 years old by the time he died, and he was still suiting up to get in a fucking battle mech. Isn't that in practice the same thing as extending life, as death usually comes from the degradation? You say that, Tenwin, but how many convalescence homes and retirement communities have people that came into them with physical problems that started manifesting back in like their 60s and in some cases degenerated well in their 60s and just kind of keep them going? So if they couldn't get past 130, I have to assume they would deteriorate extremely fast past that point. Yeah, that became much more like how you see some people now who are in their late 80s, early 90s, where they need help going everywhere. Like, even if they're, like, it's very rare once they hit that age for them to keep both mental and physical acuity. One of those tends to fall off rapidly. so they don't like cyborgs? No, there was already a cultural taboo against full-blown cyborgs in universe. The events of what happens in the Blakist Jihad only make that worse, because the Blakists do design cyborgs as brainwashed killing machines, which led to another massive round of cultural stigma against anyone who had any cybernetic implants at all. The closest thing you have to a cybernetic implant that is commonly accepted is things like the basic plugs that are in a mech warrior so that he can interface with his neuro helmet. That scene is totally normal. Replacing a lost limb, totally normal. Anything beyond that, you get into various degrees of problems culturally. And then you have the Free Worlds League, which went straight up scorched earth and said that if you have a high-end cybernetic body part, you're just not allowed to run for office or hold power in the Free Worlds League under any circumstances. If they're physically, mentally stable in their 120, no, usually in the 100s to 110s, 10 would, not quite 120s. And they can't push past 130, that means they have to go from able and capable to dead in 10 years, meaning the deterioration would be fast. Yes, that is usually what happened. Or at the very least, again, most of our point of view characters, Tenwin, are mech warriors, so it's a very skewed data set as far as deterioration, because most of the time, once a mech warrior starts coming down from their peak, if they're still in a cockpit, inevitably someone who's a better pilot just kills them. And the clans took this to a logical to the nth degree. We will talk about that when we run into the clans, because I don't want to spoil everything about them. What was I doing here? Oh, right. Was I going to buy that mech? I don't remember. Sorry, I got distracted. Let me see here, hold on. We have one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 2 lances of assault mechs plus at least 2 lances of heavies. So I think we should be good for the most part. I am going to get the Awesome as a fire support mech for long range. I think that is a good idea. I don't get why this version... Well, it does have better cooling, which is nice. I can imagine a reason for cybernetics would be permitted officer power would be because they mean they're dependent on cybernetics to live, and that'd be way too easy to blackmail material. You're thinking far more rationally than the Free Worlds League does, Tenwin. No, the Free Worlds League put laws in place to prevent people with cybernetics from becoming leaders of nations for religious reasons. The Free Worlds League has multiple member states that are essentially theocracies, and they do not look kindly on cybernetics. In order to keep them in the Free Worlds League, the rest of the Free Worlds League went along with their laws. You have to remember, Tenwin, this is humanity in a feudalistic future. Some planets are just straight up run as theocracies. Some are dictatorships. Some are republics. Some are democracies. Some are all sorts of things. Religious extremists making life worse for everyone. Again, because of the already existing cultural stigma, it wasn't that hard of a sell for the Free Worlds League. Now, if you do want a place that is fine with cybernetics, you have the Free Worlds League's periphery neighbor, the Magistracy of Canopus. They have almost 0 laws regarding cybernetics, including if you sign the wrong indentured servitude contract, you might be involuntarily turned into a cyborg. So we have the opposite extreme. That is how we ended up with Canopan catgirls, though. And Canopan mermaids. I am not joking. That is a canonical thing. The Canopans are weird. Servitors. Nope. The Canopans do have specific conditions that you can't mess with someone's brain chemistry or their mind with the cybernetics. But the rest of their body, as long as it is reversible, they have no problem with. Did I mention that sex tourism is a massive market in the Canopan economy? All right, fine. We're buying the Awesome. And then we need to get it back up and running. All right, so if we repair all, that is a lot of heat sinks. That is a lot of fucking heat sinks. Holy shit. All right. So I'm going to go with, let's Let's swap out the large laser for the ER large laser short burst. That'll give it plenty of range. That also... It does decrease the damage slightly, but the short burst laser fires much faster, so I'm fine with that. There's an in-game campaign where a bunch of augments rebel against the Free Worlds League. I'm not surprised. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm not surprised in the slightest. Do we have any better SRM or LRM 15s? We do, but they're not streak SR, or they're not stream LRMs. I mean, personally, I don't even remember what the difference is with the stream ones, aside from that they fire a little bit. The grouping on the streams is slightly better, if I recall. I do have some better LRM 15 streaks, though, so... Oh, damn, I have a plus... Damn, I have an Artemis 4 version. I even forgot about that. The problem is that takes up way more room. So, let's pull you out. Let's give you the max rank one and the rank 3 one. Small laser, I guess that'll just stay there to just pew-pew at anything that gets too close. That does lead to an overall increase in damage. It still has plenty of heat sinks to manage all of this shit. In fact, does it need that many heat sinks? Even I'm wondering about that. Does this cyberization clause in the contract say vibrating genitalia? It might. It might. Lord Brown Bear, put a tag in the small laser. That is not a bad idea to Roland. See, the problem is, though, is that you want tag on one of your frontline mechs, not your rear line, because, yeah, the target acquisition gear only has a range of 360 meters. If the enemy's within 360 meters, that's already, like, he can still fire the LRMs, but that's not good. Just reminds me of that whole thing with the credit card biz. We're this feminist group. We're against the idea of sexualized video games, so we'll push credit card providers to not accept payments for adult video games. We'll force our views on everyone. Some of these people are the worst. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're talking about the religious people from the Free Worlds League, you're not wrong. But again, you also have to remember the Free Worlds League is one of the more... So there's a reason when you talk about the Free Worlds League, you have to talk about the Free Worlds League, not House Merrick. The other great houses are very intertwined with the nation states that they lead. Merrick has led the Free World Leagues for a while, and they're still considered the most powerful noble house amongst them. But it's very important to remember that the Free Worlds League has a lot more freedom on the individual planetary level than almost any other state in the inner sphere. Even some of the periphery realms are more centrally coordinated and governed than the Free Worlds League is. The League actually is a confederation of nations, not just a bunch of noble families under the guise of a nation state. So if someone from, if ditch 2 of the heat sinks to get Artemis, I only have one LRM 15 Artemis, unfortunately. And I don't think I have, plus if I do that, I'm gonna have to split the ammo because Artemis ammo is different than the fucking shitballs. I can't even remember. You have to, I don't even know if I have Artemis ammo to begin with. That's another problem. I don't know if I have Artemis ammo because I made that mistake before, DeRolin. I bought a Gauss rifle and then I couldn't find Gauss ammunition anywhere. So for right now, we'll just take it with this. We'll just take it with this, with the single heats. I do, if it is going to be a fire support mech, it already has a 2.86 on cooling, so we should be good. I do think we pull 2 heat sinks. We pull 2 heats. We pull 2 heat sinks. We include a 3rd ton of LRM ammo. And then we use that last ton to top off some of the armor. Just a little bit. Why does it have 40 armor in the rear? Holy shit. Okay, no, we're redistributing that a bit. Like, I know it's a fire support mech, but holy shit. It should not be having almost half its armor on its rear structure. Okay. That's maxed out, that maxed out. We can put a little bit more armor on the legs. Actually, if that's the case, we can also swap out the small laser. Because that, we have half a ton left. And I can go ahead and put in a small pulse laser. Pew pew. Butt stuff, not on the awesome. No, no, DeRoland. You will not sneak up on the awesome. All right, let's get started on that work. It's going to take 61 days to get that thing fully repaired, but that's fine. It is the 27th of July, and rare mech on market. All right, let's travel to Rodstad. Wait, Rodstad? Pretty sure that's going to be one of the major worlds of the Rosselhog, Free Rosselhog Republic when we get there. Job rewards, collect 2 superchargers. Million C-bills and some reputation. Thank you. Improved range. Okay. Does that affect all ranges? Yes, 10% to all weapon range and velocity. Ooh, I like that. Rodstad Academy. A flea. Really? Really? I mean, it is a flea with so much goddamn weaponry, but it's a fucking flea. It also doesn't even do what the flea is meant to do, which is run at almost 150 kph. It only runs at 97. Also, you can mount a bunch of SRMs and machine guns on what is otherwise a laser platform. Yes, I suppose if you're using it to kill nothing but infantry, this is great. I mean, it's a good flea. I suppose if it has any double heat sinks, I'll buy it and then sell it back after stripping the double heat sinks out. Oh, it does. Oh, well, in that case, hold up. I also want to read the description. It's so tight. Oh, give me one moment. Ad is playing. I'm going to go refill my water bottle and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Let me see here. A provisional Rebel custom experimental designation was given to a variety of unknown mech variants first encountered during the Endurian crisis. Not conforming to any known factory designs, the origin of these mechs remains a mystery. Expensive upgrades and rare weapons hint at the possibility of foreign aid being given to secessionist forces. Oh. I mean, yeah, but who wastes double heat sinks on a flea? That still doesn't make any goddamn sense. Also, it's only got 1.68 cooling. That thing actually has enough firepower that 1.68 cooling is not going to be enough on this thing. In fact, wait a second. This thing still manages to fit in 6 double heat sinks? All right, so hold on. If I buy it, it's 2.5 million. It's 2.5 million. Purchase. Yes, purchase. Then we're going to go over here. And we're going to strip out the double heat sinks. Right? That's the only thing of value on this. And then we're going to cold storage the rest of it. And then I'm going to go to the map market. And I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to go to the flea. And I can get 661,000 back. So in the end, I paid about 1.8 mil for a bunch of double heat sinks, which is still not bad. Just do cold storage. Oh, well, too late now. There we go. And then, so that just got me 6 more double heat sinks. Where do I want to put those? So I do know that the Corsair runs very hot, but the Corsair also has almost no room left. The Corsair is also an ugly ass mech that I hate using. I usually give it to my AI just because we need an extra assault mech. DHSs are 330k each, so you basically broke even. Fair enough. Fair enough. I could upgrade one of my heavies, but heavies aren't going to get as much use in the, like, this is my only problem, is that some of my favorite designs are heavies. The Marauder, the Crusader, the Black Knight, the Archer. But I'm already at the point in the game where we're just going to be using assault mechs 99.9% of the time, and I hate it. It's the one thing I hate about this game. Because look at the Black Knight. Look at the Black Knight. It's just so goddamn perfect. Or even the Rifleman. Even the Rifleman. I've loaded up the Rifleman with large lasers. Sure, its armor is shit, but this thing hits hard as long as it's at max range. No, you don't need that. You've already got the AC-20. I guess the Battlemaster could use the heat sinks. Maybe. It's already got a 2.3 on the heat sinks. Gun nipples, yeah. Some mechs do have that. Some mechs absolutely have that. And some have the hip-mounted AC, which is also a common thing with a lot of Star League era assault mechs. They really loved the right torso-mounted AC. What did I put on the Victor? SRM, AC-20, and Pulse Laser. Ugh. See, that's what I mean. Again, it's like the 80-ton assault mechs are always just so, like, I feel like there's almost nothing that an 80-ton assault mech does that a 75-ton heavy mech doesn't do better. And for cheaper. I don't know. I don't know. It might be time to retire the Marauder 3M and double down on the parts for the Marauder 3D, which is just more efficient. 2 PPCs, a large laser, and 2 medium lasers. It just needs more cooling. Like, it just needs more cooling. It also has more armor than the 3M. And moves at the same speed. Saw someone in MechWarrior Online with a snub PPC flea. Let me tell you that a PPC in its pocket was happy to see you. That sounds like the light equivalent of a hunchback coming around a corner. Like, everyone's confident in their heavy and assault mech until a hunchback with an AC-20 comes around the corner. And then it's like, you have the flea. It's like, everyone's confident until you see a flea with a fucking PPC and mounted to the damn thing. I don't know. Yeah, we might just need to retire the 3M. The 3D is just better. It's a shame because the 3M is one of the iconic Marauders with the big torso-mounted AC, but the 3D just does its job better. I just wish they could have kept the housing and made it so the laser looked like it was bigger. You're gonna be real happy with the storyline mech reward. Oh, okay, okay. Don't spoil. Don't spoil. We'll get there. Yeah, we're gonna retire the 3M, put it into cold storage, strip the parts. And then both of my Battle Masters, I think, will get the double heat sinks. I think they need it. So we also got 2 double heat sinks from the Marauder that we did. So, I knew I had another slot for an engine heatsink. There we go. Try to keep those as safe as possible. So that's, let me see here. SRM4s, SRM6s, 4 small pulse lasers. Yeah, because this thing is meant for brawling. This is my brawling battle master. It is just meant to walk up to an enemy and just be like, hello, I fire fucking 18 SRMs in a single trigger pull, and I have 4 small pulse lasers. Get fucked. Hold on, start work on that. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, again, if I knew I was gonna go into a fight with more of my heavy mechs, I want my Black Knight to get better. Like, the Black Knight already has 4 double heat sinks, but more would allow me to use all 3 large lasers simultaneously a lot more. Keep an eye out for Marauder 5A. That's one of the other variants that I don't remember. No, I don't have a higher rank large laser right now. I don't suppose there's any on the market. Sort by price. No. There's no. Damn. It's the 100-ton XL engine variant. Oh, you mean the Marauder 2? That's the Marauder 2. Yes, the Marauder 2 5A. I do know the Marauder 2 is in this game. I would love to get my hands on a Marauder 2. That's a right proper fucking assault mech. I just don't know if I can justify putting the double heat sinks in anything right now. I just don't. At least not anything that I pilot. We could replace all of the double heat sinks in the crab. Actually, yeah, hold on. 3. And double heat sinks. Actually, we can drop 1. We still improve the overall heat efficiency, and that will allow me to take an additional ton of AC-20 ammo.
Hell Frozen Nova is now aboard.
Welcome, Hell. Thank you for the follow, man. Get more AC-20. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That will get me to an even 80 tons of AC, or 80 shots of AC-20. While still improving the cooling. Get started on that. Jesus Christ. Why is it going to take... Wait. It says 8... Total days to complete work order. 8 days. Oh, it's adding it... Right. This will begin after completion of the upgrade work order. Right. AC-20 burst fire. ERPPCs. AC-10... You know what? I guess the Corsair. It's got a lot... It does do a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong. Twin AC-10s, twin ERPPCs, and up close it has an SRM-6. It's just that, God, I don't trust this thing. It uses up so much of its space just on weaponry, and then that means you have to put double heat sinks in things like the fucking arms. Yeah, it doesn't even get a second engine heatsink. It just has those. God damn. So if we're gonna put double heat sinks in the Corsair, we can put 1 more in the left arm and 1 more in the right arm. That will improve the cooling by 0.2. I mean, that is still a 10% increase in cooling, which is nice considering the ERPPCs. Jesus Christ, they put out so much heat. All right, yep, start the work. 9 days. And then... Let me see my Crusader. This is my other Brawler Heavy. That's a lot of SRMs it has. Let's see. Medium laser, short burst. Maybe switch those for the standard ones. No, I still like the short bursts because they actually... First of all, put the rank 3 one here. Do I have any better SRM 6s? I don't think I do. No. I have an SRM6 streak, but this thing is a shotgun. When you have 4 SRM6s, it's a shotgun, basically. But I could definitely use... I have 3 double heat sinks left. I do think putting them in here would be good. I really wish it had an engine heat sink that we could mount in here. Firstly, I want you to move these over here. Move those into the torso. Got plenty of SRM ammo. Plenty of that. Machine guns are max rank. Then I want you to pull 2, 3 double heat sinks in the torso, please. There we go. Start work. If you have 4 SRM6s, it's a bad day for the other guy. Exactly. Exactly. There's nothing in the cantina. Collect 5 small tier 2 laser tier 2s. Kill 40 VTOL units. Does give me a max rank LRM though. That's not bad. What am I the lowest on here? Oh, I have not been doing any treasure hunter missions. But I don't like them, and they're not very good. Wow, that's not even a max rank light rifle. It's just a tier 3. Give me the VTOL one. We'll figure that out at some point. All right. Next payment due. Those will all be done. We kind of have no reason to do anything here right now. Oh. Knock out your competition in a free-for-all in the medium mech weight class. I don't like the arena stuff either. I think we're just going to wait. And as soon as we get the Russell Hug campaign done, we need to make a blitzkrieg for HD 276 914, sorry. Why the fuck do we have coordinates? Literally, the closest Korean world is called nowhere. I don't even know what we're doing out here. All right. Timeline. Anything in the news? Nope. All right. Just start passing by days. King crab refit. Anything in the news? Nope. Oh. There it is. Priority transmission from Hakon Magnuson. Welcome to the rise of Russelhog. You're at the tail end of the main campaign. Oh, that's good. That means I might actually be able to get it done before the clans show up. Commander, in your past, your company has been a friend and ally to the people of Russelhog. I am asking you on behalf of those same people to give us their aid once more. I'm in need of accumulating a heavy amount of mercenary talent in a very short period of time. Given your previous assistance in our cause, I want to ensure that you are among the first to receive a proposition for a 1-year exclusive contract working for my office. I'm not at liberty to discuss particulars until you sign on, but rest assured that we have lined up powerful sponsors that will generously compensate you for your time. Commander, there is no other mercenary that I trust more than you and your company to aid us in this highly sensitive matter. Please contact me soon, as I am on a very aggressive timeline to secure as much mercenary talent that I can get my hands on. Hakon Magnuson. Accepting this offer will cede travel and mission control to your employer for 1 year. Is the clan showing up like an endgame state? Yep, because they also... So the clans showing up, Lord Brown Bear, 1 is going to throw the entire Inner Sphere into turmoil. 2 is going to introduce the Inner Sphere to clan tech, which is... It is the reason that the clanners were able to defeat units 5 times their size with relative ease. And 3, it's going to basically upend the entire political balance of the Inner Sphere. It's the endgame state for now. Technically, we will be getting an expansion later in May that is going to be dealing with the FedCom Civil War, which is the splitting of Davian and Steiner back into independent states. But everything that comes after that has to do with, yeah. The first Shadow of Kerensky mission is, yeah. I have, don't spoil it, but I've already heard that, yes, the first couple of missions against the clans when they show up that are in the campaign, oh no, you are not meant to have a good time. You are not meant to have a good time with those. All right, we're taking the offer. It means a lot to me that you have answered this call, Commander. Although we only briefly worked together, your past actions have proved that you are a friend to the people of Russelhog. And right now, we need all the friends we can get for what must be the most important event of our lives. Commander, I have entered into a pact with the Primus of Comstar, Mindo Waterley, and the Draconis Combis Gunji no Kanre, Theodore Kurita, that will grant a large majority of the Russelhog military district its independence. In early March of next year, I will be announcing our formal secession from the Combine and the birth of a new, independent nation, the Free Rosselhog Republic. Comstar has pledged administrative aid and a generous stipend of both grants and loans to sponsor the formation of our new government, with Kanre Kurita pledging that the Draconis Combine will recognize the Republic's sovereignty and promptly withdraw all DCMS military assets from the Republic upon declaration of independence. Archon Katrina Steiner has also pledged to recognize the sovereignty of Rosselhog and will gift the Republic a number of systems with direct ties to our people, turning over nearly all the world's Christian and the First Tier liberated in the name of House Steiner during the Fourth Succession War. Naturally, given the stakes involved with one of the largest peaceful transfers of power in the history of the Inner Sphere, many are on edge as to what the Curitan and Steiner loyalists living on these systems will do once we announce our secession. And though we have invested heavily in growing our new military, the Kungsarm, the reality is that our numbers are only a fraction of the DCMS forces currently stationed in what will become the Republic. Both Primus Waterley and I agree that in order to deter any troublemakers from breaking the peace, the Kungsarm will need to be supplemented by mercenary companies, lots of them, including you. We've hired over 5 full companies to supplement our military with multiple regiments worth of battle mechs, and we're securing contracts for more. Given your history with our people, I will be stationing your company in the new nation's capital on Rosselhog under the command of First Tier and your friend, Christian Mansdotter. Your unit will act as the First Tier supplementary mercenary support company under the direct command of Overste Mansdotter. Make your final preparations, head to the system Judd Point. With any luck, this contract will be nothing more than a glorified garrison assignment. But for a matter as volatile as our independence, I would rather have you under contract and not need you, than need you and not have you. We'll speak again soon, Commander. Set course for Rosselhog. Fort Herot, Rosselhog, the Rosselhog military district of the Draconis
The Tier
Combine.
movement was founded to right the injustices brought upon the people of Rosselhag by those that claimed to be our equals. For over 700 years, both House Kurita and House Steiner have used their lies of equality to justify the oppression of our people. I am here to announce that these injustices end now. Today, with the blessing of both Comstar's Primus Mindu Waterley and the Draconis Combine's Gunji no Kanre Theodor Korita, I declare the independence of the Rosselhag Military District from Combine rule. From this day forth, we will be recognized as the Free Rosselhag Republic. Conrad Korita has ordered the withdrawal of all DCMS forces stationed in what is now Republic space. Overseeing this peaceful transition of power will be the loyal forces of our newly formed military, the Kungsarmee.
Report! DCMS's 8 Rosselhog regulars have attacked the Kungsarmee and ISIL convoy, carrying Marcus Kurita. They're attempting to free him from our custody.
Damn it! Alert the ISF at the Combine Embassy. I'm greenlighting the full deployment of the First Tier's battle mech forces.
Well, that didn't take long before everything went to shit, did it?
Alert! All First Tier and supporting mercenary forces prepare for immediate deployment. We are under attack. Repeat. All First Tier and supporting mercenary forces prepare for immediate deployment. We are under attack.
I played through the game basically 3 times because I didn't know the career doesn't do the main campaign. Yeah, I had to look up that as well. And when it was confirmed that it's basically, you basically do the story campaign alongside everything else if you do the regular campaign, I just went with campaign. It's the Battletech universe. When doesn't something go to shit? Fair. Fair. But yes, if I recall the historical context here, most of the DCMS did withdraw as Theodore Kurita requested. However, a handful did not, and they rallied behind one Kuritan officer who refused to withdraw, and thus we have what I believe is called the Ronin War. All right, let's see what we missed on the news. Bounty Hunter's death likely caused by competitors, and what is rumored to be a case of eliminating the competition. Noted bounty hunter Dale Sandstrom has died. We have not been able to contact, no one we've been able to contact has a clear picture of what happened, but several sources mentioned a certain green-painted marauder. Sandstrom's impressive record of 45 claimed bounties likely means he is much a victim of his own success. Sandstrom started out serving as a mech warrior with the 5th Regulan Hussars and lost his archer after battle, leaving him dispossessed. but he stayed on with the infantry. Later on extended leave, he headed over to Sophie's world in 3011 and found the remains of an assassin while there. He spent all he had into getting the mech running again, and he left the Hussars a couple years later and started working as a freelance bounty hunter with his mech, the Dark Death. And here it is, the Free Rasselhag Republic formed independent from Curitan rule. On the 13th of March, 3034, the Free Rasselhag Republic was officially formed. Newly elected Prince Hakon Magnusson declares the new independent nation finally free from oppressive Curitan rule. After negotiations with Theodore Kurita, Katrina Steiner, and Comstar, the FRR was created and entrusted to Magnusson, former leader of the Tyr Resistance. Consisting of liberated worlds of the Tamar Pact, seated by Katrina Steiner, and sections of the Combine's Rasselhag military district, the Rasselhag people had not been a unified nation since the Principality of Rasselhag was subjugated in 2330 by the Draconis Combine. For note, that is literally 704 years ago. Magnusson assured the people of the Republic longing for sovereignty that they would no longer be subjugated by foreign oppression. In order to protect and serve this budding nation's borders, the 1st Freeman Regiment was formed as rumors emerged that many Curitan loyalists opposed the newfound nation's independence. Well, that's awkward, but I can't really take any missions from you now anyways, so. Mission briefing. Christian Mansdaughter. All right, everyone, eyes up. Time is of the essence here. At 0400 this morning, House Kurita's internal security forces issued orders from DCMS High Command to the 8th Rasselhag Regulars and the Sun Zhang military cadre, or academy cadre. They were ordered to take custody of one Marcus Kurita, cousin of the coordinator, Takahashi Kurita, and immediately withdraw the entirety of their forces from Rasselhag and report to the Draconis Combine capital of Luthien. At 0700 hours, Kung's Armee military police arrested Marcus Kurita at his planetary estate without incident. Once in custody, the Kung's Armee contacted the ISF at the new Combine Embassy and arranged for Marcus's extradition through a handoff with an ISF collection team. At 0800, en route to the ISF handoff, the convoy carrying Marcus Kurita and the ISF collection team came under attack from hostiles containing both mechs and armor. Freeing Marcus Kurita from our custody, we now know that these hostiles are affiliated with the 8th Rasselhag Regulars. The ISF collection team put out calls to the 12th Sun Zhang for support, but were killed before a response can be given. The Combine Embassy has just informed us that they believe the entirety of the 8th Regulars has gone rogue, refusing all given orders to stand down, and has given us permission to mobilize our forces ahead of scheduled timelines. The ISF and I are jointly tracking 2 groups of rogue regulars. They are both converging on one place, the Reykjavik spaceport. We can only assume they are attempting to flee the system with Marcus Kurita in tow. We cannot allow this to happen. We are ordering a full mobilization of the 1st tier and all supporting mercenary forces. Orders are to stop Marcus Kurita and the regulars from leaving Rasselhag at all costs. The safety of the Republic is at stake. Mount up and move out. Let's fucking go. And if I remember correctly, these missions will mainly support our relationship with Rasselhag, and we get a huge bump in reputation with them afterwards. So sticking around Rasselhag as long as they're still alive, which unfortunately they won't be because of the clan invasion, will still be good because they will be willing to negotiate with us quite extensively. So as per usual, oh wait, oh good, they're already covering 1 million C-bills worth of damage. Never mind, we don't need more damage coverage. What we want, how much can we take out of this? 27. Let's go with 24, which should be enough to grab any heavy mechs, and then we'll take 2 additional points in base payout. We only need 320 tons for this mission. Okay, so we're gonna need to reorganize. If that is the case, I'll take my Black Knight. Freeman, you bring the Zeus. Actually, no, not the Zeus. Gable, you bring the Zeus for the electronic warfare countermeasures. That leaves me with... what are we at here? I think we can bring 2 of our heavier ones, or maybe an assault. Shenzang, if I have you bring that, that leaves us with 70 tons for Freeman. Go ahead and bring the Cataphract. Black Knight, Cataphract, Corsair, and a Zeus. Ready up.
The DCMS's 8th Rasselhag regulars have attacked the Kung's Armee and ISF convoy carrying Marcus Kurita.
This is a small map.
Attempting to free him from our custody. We need to chase them down before they can... Wait. Dear
What?
Lord. The 12th Sunsong Academy cadre just attacked onlookers in the city center. Multiple civilian casualties.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
Those bastards are working with the regulars.
Thor, I need you to divert your forces to the city center. Hunt down the 12th and make sure they pay for this.
Go to the spaceport where it is located. Are we gonna have to break up that? That's a dropship already there. Like, are we gonna need to blow that up?
I know, but with all DCMS forces in system
There we
defying
go.
their withdrawal orders, it's up to us to defend our people and the seat of our new government. Commander, you will need to continue to the spaceport and stop Marcus Kurita's dropship at all costs.
So, do we just blow it up?
Target acquired.
We've crossed the outer perimeter of the spaceport. The 8 Razelhag regulars have dug into defensive positions and are showing no signs of standing down.
Multiple light mechs.
Through them. We can't allow Marcus Kurita's dropship to leave the system.
Got him. Got him. Swing back around. Where is this piece of shit? Where is this piece of shit? There he is. And I just stepped on something explosive. Fuck. I don't like that there's no visualization difference between the things that explode on the ground and the versions of them that don't. Why are you not dead? There we go. What is that? An SRM carrier? Where is it? There it is.
That matches the class of beasthole we're after. Take it out.
What the hell did they just drop out?
Dropship fusion reactor spin-up detected. That must be the one. Stop
Working on it.
at all costs.
Got him.
Target destroyed.
Is that the one we're after? Approach Marcus Kurita's dropship, destroy all Kuritan mechs. Okay.
Target acquired. Target
Okay.
destroyed.
No, it's the one off to the right, but we've got multiple targets that we're dealing with. Okay, you piece of shit. No. Die.
Target destroyed.
I got it.
All right. We know they dropped 2 mechs on the cliffs above us, so we need...
New target
Yep, there they are.
drop.
Nope. Get blasted. I mean, if you're just gonna hang out there, I'm just gonna shoot you with large lasers. Because fuck you. There's a guy behind us. There's a guy behind us. Where did he go? Fire. Freeman, get the hell out of my way.
Target is flying in.
Got him.
Target destroyed.
All right, who's shooting us? There we go.
Target destroyed.
Now, where's that quick draw?
Target destroyed.
There he is. Down he goes.
Destroyed.
All right. Another one behind us.
Target Phoenix Hawk.
Surrounding the corner. Got him. Good shoot. Yeah, like, those containers usually don't blow up, but sometimes when you step on them, they're apparently filled with fuel and they explode and can damage your mech. And same thing with fuel lines and things like that. And it's annoying that there's no visual distinction between them. What is that?
Sequence is starting up. We need to hurry.
Working on it, man. I'm working on it. We got multiple enemy mechs still in this area. Do not let that thing start running around. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. Ah, fuck. I ran over a tree and it exploded. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me sometimes with the way this game is. It's usually pretty good about not doing shit like that, but every now and then, some of the terrain features just fucking explode for apparently no reason. Where did he go? God damn it. Yeah, see, like those fuel lines, they blew up when I shot them. They didn't just disintegrate. But I've stepped on fuel lines before that there was no problem. They just crushed and nothing was bad. And then other times I'll step on them and they fucking vaporize. No, you don't. I'm going to blow you up. Come back. Come back. And that is what happens when you deal with... Okay, where? Okay, good. Good shooting, guys. How effective are mines against mechs? They can be effective, but a lot of the time, if I remember correctly, artillery and anti-mine clearing efforts are usually pretty decent in Battletech. So the only people who use mines, the only way to make mines effective is to use them en masse, and most people don't like, you know, rendering entire portions of their planet unlivable because of that. Come on. No! Yeah, dropship would have enough armor that mech scale weapons aren't going to be enough to break.
The Chucklefuck Brigade.
The Chucklefuck Brigade has arrived, but unfortunately we're losing!
Trip on your own gladius. Chucklefuck Brigade. Somehow still victorious.
Calling on all forces loyal to the court. Oh god, he's monologuing because he got to run away.
But Roma still survives the day thanks to the Chucklefuck Brigade.
And they're dropping right on top of us. Move away from there, you dumbass. Oh no, they're blocking my line of sight. They're blocking my line of sight. That is a hunchback. His hunch needs to die. There we go. That's better. Ow. What is this man's voice? He sounds like he's been gargling rocks. There we go. All right. Blow his arm off. No. Goodbye. What? Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. 3.
Additional forces are being deployed near you.
I see that, Rihanna. We've kind of been fighting them this whole time.
All hostile forces neutralized.
Ah, there we go.
Airport is clear.
We didn't take that much damage.
Thanks, Rihanna. Return to Fort Harrod for debriefing. Don't get too comfortable. We still need to hunt down the rogue DCMS forces and make them pay for what they've done here today.
So what was I saying? Right, Tenwood, you were asking about mines. So again, the main problem with mines is the same problem we have in any modern conflict, which is, yeah, you can use them. They're decent. They're pretty good. They're great static defenses, great area denial weapons. Until you have to end the war and live in that area, and then it's a problem. So in general, mines are not seen as... If you are trying to take a world in Battletech and you really want to keep the infrastructure intact, you try not to use mines, because the weaponry in Battletech is already pretty devastating as far as wiping out industry goes. There's no reason to accentuate that. But if you're a scorched earth kind of defensive person, like say the Taurian Concordat, then you don't give a shit. Mechs would have very vulnerable to damage blasting their legs. Legs being very advanced mechanisms, very easily damaged. One of the core reasons why mechs are a bad idea, realistically. Yes, and there's a reason that one of the most common ways to knock a mech out of action is to knock out both of its legs. What's mine is yours. Yep. Again, it's not that mines aren't effective, it's that you only use them when they support your tactical and strategic objectives. Would you just need to take one out? Actually, no, because most mech leg actuators are strong enough that the mech can actually continue functioning even after one of its legs has been damaged to the point of non-operability. So, okay, so you're confusing two things, Tenwin. Damaging the leg to the point that it can't move, the mech can still function with one leg. In-game universe, the myomorph bundles in one leg are enough to move the mech at slow speeds while essentially dragging the other leg. In order to destroy a mech in this fashion, you either need to damage the second leg enough that it also becomes non-functional, or you need to keep shooting and shooting and shooting until that first leg that you damaged completely falls off. And that takes quite a lot of firepower, because it's one thing to disable the mech's leg, it's another to physically blow the leg off. Well, I guess we could grab the Phoenix Hawk and scrap it for parts. I'm down with that. And then we'll just take the rest of the valuable equipment. Anything I need? Nope. All right. I took a little bit of damage in the Black Knight, but not too bad, honestly, for dealing 1,200 damage with it. Anything on the open market while we're here, by the way? AC-20. AC-5 burst fire at max rank. No, we need to rebuild our war chest before I go buying a bunch of shit like that. Really? Really, that's their special offer? A tier 2 large laser? Fuck you. Ooh. No, I don't think they have a better one than what I have already. Shame. I mean, it doesn't need to fall off. It just needs to be unstable and stable enough to not support weight. It can be as simple as damage against pistons or whatever. Well, that's... Okay, so this is where... So remember how I said that Battletech makes use of neuro helmets, Tenwin? Part of that is also the fact that the mech's sense of balance and the internal mechanisms are affected by the pilot's sense of balance. Basically, when a mech has its leg damaged to the point of inoperability, the mech is designed to be able to put more weight on one leg to prevent it from falling over. That's part of the reason that the neuro helmet and the linkage between pilot and mech is so important. The pilot's sense of balance and the mech's sense of balance are linked. If a pilot notices that one leg is getting damaged to the point that it cannot support the weight, he can physically shift his body and the mech's body so that most of the weight is supported on the leg. Now, yes, in the long term, this is still bad. The same way that if someone's leg is injured, if you put all your weight on one leg, that other leg is now doing more work and it's going to eventually cause problems. But for immediate combat purposes, it at least lets you keep functioning. In order to actually disable a mech purely from one leg, and that doesn't happen much in the lore because the lore follows the rules, and in the rules, once you've blown off enough parts, that doesn't do anything. You would have to physically separate the entirety of the leg from the body of the mech, which is a much harder thing to do, because that requires destroying the internal skeleton of the mech, which is usually the part of the mech that survives the longest. Also, remember, Tenwin, this wasn't uncommon during the first Succession War or the second, but by the time of the third and fourth, mech chassis were becoming harder and harder to come by. You didn't want to cause permanent damage to a mech chassis because you wanted to salvage that mech and then use it for your own forces. Now, yes, if you go back to the first Succession War or to the Amara Civil War, when these mechs were still being rolled out of fresh mint factory condition, weapons that outright destroyed a mech chassis were more common because those mechs could be replaced. Goal, clean cut the leg at the hip. That's yes, if for the terms of destroying the mech, yes, but again, if you want to salvage the mech, you've just made your job 100 times harder, because good luck finding a pristine leg to then strap into it. Now, that's not saying you can't do that. Frankenmechs exist. Frankenmechs are what happens when you do inflict permanent damage to a mech's chassis, and you have to just replace it with whatever you have. And occasionally you strike gold with that. The Cataphracts started as a Frankenmech. It has a Marauder arm. It has body parts and legs from other mechs, but then the House Liao managed to figure out a way to essentially standardize the process and turn the Cataphract into an existing mech chassis. All right, let's go ahead and throw the Phoenix Hawk into cold storage, strip it of all parts that we don't need, and then sell that shit. Salvage the leg you severed and the mech would be a vaguely simple replacement. You just... Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying just shoot literally the hip joint. That is possible. Some people could do it. It's the same thing that allows a mech to... The gold standard of most salvage operations is someone got headshotted, because that means the cockpit was destroyed and nothing else. You're saying to do that to the leg. Again, not impossible, but usually not something that you're actively aiming for with the way mechs work. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Tevin. It's not impossible. It's just that most groups don't bother. They don't bother. That's a lot for what you could be doing is just cutting apart the mech anyways. Just imagine that cutting weaponry would be experimental within the universe. Most cutting, the closest thing you get to cutting weaponry is laser weaponry. Laser weaponry is what is used to sever, or at least to systematically deal damage to specific portions of a mech's body. The problem is that the laser has to be kept on target, which means if the mech is moving, you have to match their movement at range to keep it burning in the same spot. This is also the downside of energy weapons. Invents plasma cutter just 100 times bigger. That's kind of what larger lasers are, basically. The binary laser in particular is essentially that. Again, it's just a matter of if they're still moving, you have to be aiming at that exact spot for a long period of time. You have to match their movements. You have to match their speed. And if they see you trying to do that, their buddies are probably going to shoot you while you're doing that. It's just one of those things where it's like in the vagary of war. Would it be great to do it? Yes. Does anyone actively think of doing that when they're being shot at by a dozen other mechs? No, because you're much more concerned with staying alive and killing the enemy. All right, let's get our repairs going and view our transmit. Oh, that's all right. Fine, I'll take it, but I'm not going to be able to get to it. Moving on. All right. The dropship carrying Marcus Carita has just left Russell Hague's planetary perimeter and is now en route to the system's jump point. Attempts to pursue the dropship were called off when military dropships and aerospace assets belonging to the 8th Russell Hog Regulars and the 10th Sun Jiang training cadre fell in to screen Carita's path to the Russell Hog jump point. We simply do not have naval assets on hand to contest them at this time. We're expecting that a large majority of both rogue DCMS units and Carita himself will jump out of system within the coming days. This is already a disaster, as I am receiving reports of other DCMS units refusing their stand-down orders, sparking violence on a number of worlds throughout the Republic. Although Comstar has barred Marcus's wideband declaration of war from being transmitted through the HPG network, his message has already been recorded and ferried to a number of systems via dropships relayed from Combine sympathizers and their merchant guilds. Franken mechs are so bad, you might need to cancel some of your repair orders or bring different mechs. I can bring different mechs, that's why I have them. I know that this is, some of these missions go from one to the other. I'm aware, Roland. I'm aware. Things will only get worse the longer Marcus Carita is in the wind. We need to find out where he's going and take him back into custody. The ISF has forwarded us the location of the 8th Russell Hog Regulars primary base of operations. They say that if we can take hold of the facility before the remaining regulars in system destroy it, they will provide assistance decrypting any secrets left by the regulars that point to their destination. Christian, Commander, I cannot stress how vital this mission is to the survival of the Republic. Get it done. All right. Yep, they want us to go in immediately. They've got 1 million C-bill damage coverage. We have 9 negotiation points, so I think we go again. Let's go for 21 salvage shares, and we'll grab 3 C-bill payouts. Yep, I am aware. All of my mechs are being worked on. Thank you very much, game. That is why I have multiple lances. I'll go ahead and grab the King Crab. Go ahead and bring the Battle Master. What does that leave us with? Gable, I want you to bring the Awesome. And then that leaves us with 65 tons. Ooh. If we bring the Catapult, that'll be... Well, we'll definitely have enough missiles. That's for damn sure. So we'll have 2 Brawlers and 2 long-range specialists. I think we should be fine then. Give me a moment. Save, just in case. All right. Anything happening in the news? Not yet. All right. Ready up. Oh, wait 14 days to the mission start. No, hold on. Oh, wait a second. Where's the timeline? Hold on. Cataphract, Zeus, Corsair. Oh, everyone would have been fine. They all would have been done before the mission finished. Whatever. This will still be fine. This will still be fine. We'll go with this. We'll go with this. I'm assuming we need to just defend this base.
And 12th Sun Jiang Academy cadre were responsible for extracting Marcus Carita and causing general mayhem across Russell Hague after our declaration of independence. While many of them fled the system with Taishu Carita, their quick escape left many stragglers trapped on Russell Hague. For the good of our people, we need to bring them to justice.
Their base of operations on Russell Hague has been marked at the nav point ahead. Commander, we need your force to secure their base at all costs. The regulars will likely attempt to destroy it and any evidence of their insurrection. Capture the facility and see that it remains in functional condition.
Understood. We'll get that handled. No, I think Judging from the size of this map, it's probably a good thing I brought both of our heavy LRM boats. Oh, hey, we actually have some tank support. Isn't that nice? Some tank support, some VTOL support. Not much. One VTOL, what do you do? Those are both heavy tanks, though. Those both have AC-2s, I believe.
Any hostiles in the area and secure the facility.
Okay. We just need to capture everything. And they're already here.
Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
Damn it, he's out of range. Alright, let's... Come on, come on. Got him.
Tango's en route to your position, Commander.
Ow, he's just a little too high. It's fine. Alright, we need to move to the front of the base. We need to move to the front of the base. That is... Jesus Christ, guys. Okay. Oh, no, they are also behind us. Damn it, he's out of range. I don't like missions like this because even just moving through the base causes damage because there's so many things you can break. There we go. He's down. So what are we dealing with here? 21 more enemy units. We've got locusts coming in from the rear. I'm sure they will. Come on. Goodbye. You. Goodbye. Say goodbye to your arm. There's nothing quite like that. Just, what are you doing? Okay, Mr. Crusader, thank you for just standing there and blocking me from shooting anything. Goodbye. That is an LRM carrier. It needs to die. There we go. What is that? Another... Yep, that's an LRM 40. Okay, the rest of them are coming from behind, but we really need this LRM to die. Oh, it's behind a hill. Somebody fire missiles at that thing. Somebody. Anybody. We have multiple missile boats in this group. Somebody fire on it. There we go. It peeked its head over the ridge. All right. Turn around. We've got shit behind us to deal with. Get out of my way, Crusader.
New target, Panther.
Okay, the Panther's gonna be annoying. What else have we got? Hunchback with an AC-10. That won't be as bad. Scorpion light tank. All right. Hello, Mr. Panther. Would you like to crest that ridge and get in range of my AC-20s? Ooh, almost. He was considering it. Come on. Come on. Peek your head over. Peek your head over. Goodbye to your arm. Goodbye. Now. Where's those guys? Scorpion light tanks. They are behind the rocks. Almost got him.
New target, Hunchback.
Hello, Mr. Hunchback. I see my LRMs have already found you. Hello. I mean, if you want to expose your side to me, that's fine. I can work with this. There we go. That was a few more shots than I would have liked, but then again, Hunchbacks are built for brawling, so... VTOL's coming in. What is that? 14 out of 26? We've already got half of them dead. Oh, that poor bastard. Yep, there he goes. Oh, God, an Igor. Jesus, the amount of missiles. Oh, it's nice to have proper fire support on missions like this. We got a VTOL. We've got a Kentaro. Okay. And an entire Lance behind us. Hold the phone. Fuck. Phoenix Hawk. Quick draw. What is that last one? Another quick draw. Let's see what we can do about that Phoenix Hawk. No, no, no. Come to Papa. You're not the only one. Come on, turn. Turn. Come to me. Come to me. You know you wanna. You know your stupid AI wants to. Oh, I missed him. Fuck. Oh, hi. Hello, Kintaro. Didn't realize you were behind there.
This facility. They must be worried about what we'll find here. We cannot allow
Down he goes.
base to fall.
There we go. All right, who's left? 2 quick draws? Damn it, I gotta get better about aiming with my fucking SRMs. Okay, having 2 missile boats is working quite well on this mission because there's just nowhere for these guys to hide. Down he goes. What have we got left? 2 mechs here. They are sending shit to the front, though, that we really don't want to just have. That's a patent tank. Ooh. Hunchback with SRMs and a Stalker with LRMs and SRMs. Shit. Bloodshed had salvaged another Puma S. Nice. I really don't like how fucking far away these guys are. I don't want the base to drop below 40%. Come here, Mr. Hunchback. I need you to die. There you are. There we go. Now. Oh, Mr. Stalker. Need the heat to dissipate a little bit. Come on. Dissipate. Dissipate. Back up, back up, back up. Downy. Oh, damn it. Emergency shutdown. Come on. Turn on. Okay. My boys got him. All right. We need to... Is that the last? Yep. There's nothing else but those basic tanks. So we just need to get up there and finish them off. Not the biggest fan of how this mission was set up with the way the enemy came in, but... All right, come on, guy. Where, hold on. I'll just switch. Where's my LRMs? There we go. Fire away, fire away. Here come the LRMs. There's 40 of them. You can't get away, away. Good lord. And the patent tank. It's so nice.
Looks clear.
That worked out so well.
Christian, direct your infantry squads to search the base and capture all documents and data cores. We need to find out how deep
King Crab. There it is.
Goes and where to find him. I'll alert Comstar and the ISF at the Combine Embassy and see if they may be of some assistance. We're already getting reports from across the Republic of other DCMS forces refusing to stand down and recognize Rasselhaig's independence. This is only going to get worse until we find a way to regain custody of Marcus Corita.
Another glorious mission. Largely without a hitch. Not the best mission to take the King Crab on. It just doesn't quite have the speed for this kind of shit. But dual AC-20s compensate for a lot of problems. Feels nice to be making progress in this game. I wonder what we'll actually get for finishing this campaign, because usually we get a mech for the end of it. Yeah, Karita doesn't like us. Whoop-de fucking do. We'll take the quick draw to sell that off. Ooh, those are some nice SRM6s. I'll take those. Ooh, and some short laser. Ooh, can I? If we take the Phoenix Hawk. Oh, but that's 1,000,000 less credits. Nah, it's fine. Not that one. We'll take the Phoenix Hawk instead. And then go ahead and give me those high tier medium lasers. Yeah, we'll take those. And the AC-10. Why not? Or AC-2. Whatever. Minimal damage across the board. Damn! Freeman did good. 409 damage and didn't take a single hit. Same thing with Lance. Unfortunately, Shenzang got a little close for being in a catapult, so he took some damage. But otherwise, there we go. Thanks to you, we were able to secure a number of data cores that were handed off to the Combine's ISF. They assure us that they will fast-track declassifying all recovered documents and will share their findings with both my office and Comstar's First Circuit, who are working to assist the Republic's intelligence efforts, given that our own intelligence service, the Mimir, has yet to fully roll out. For now, set about getting any refits and repairs you will need. The second my office has a credible lead on where Marcus Curita is going, I'll be shipping you in the first tier out to apprehend him. Make the most of the downtime. 4 million C-bill bonus, a max rank, or a tier 4 SRM4, a tier 4 autocannon 5, and 4 max rank flamers, which would be nice if I had anything that was actually useful for flamers. Anything on the mech market while we're here? Pretty sure that's one of the quick draws we just killed, but okay. A trebuchet. A brawling trebuchet. Well, not even really a brawling trebuchet, just a trebuchet without... That is a weird setup, but okay. Thunderbolt, that's a heavy. I don't need a heavy. I don't need any heavies. No. I don't need a third battle master either. I don't need a third battle master. Good lord. Stop trying to sell me battle masters, game. I don't need them. All right. Strip the Phoenix Hawk and sell off what's left. Everybody else get repaired. 20 days on the King Crab. Damn, wait, did I lose? No, I didn't lose any components. Okay, good. Yeah, I figured it was going to take a while. Looking at the Puma I salvaged, it was just a headshot because nothing but the head was shot out. Nice. That you always love to see that. Nothing new there. Timeline, we're departing now. The refit will be done well before we get to our next destination. Good. The ISF have declassified those captured documents found at the regulars' base. They've tracked Marcus Curita and his 2 rogue DCMS units to the Perdlitz system. Christian, we're already receiving reports of other DCMS forces refusing to recognize the legitimacy of the Republic. I fear that things will only get worse the longer he remains free to stir up trouble. Commander, I want you to accompany and assist the first tier as their embedded mercenary support. From this moment on, apprehending Marcus Curita is your top priority. Repair and refit your forces as fast as possible. Travel to with the first tier to Perdlitz and bring Marcus Curita in. I will remain here in Rosselhague and work with the Combine Embassy to see if Conrad Theodore Curita is willing to take action against these DCMS forces that refuse to stand down. He won't. I can already guarantee you that. Good luck, gentlemen. The fate of the Republic is in your hand. Is there any mech warrior that has a head, but the cockpit isn't in the head, and the head is a turret gun of some sort? We'll get to that in a moment. Give me 1 second. I'm going to run to the restroom real fast. So you don't necessarily have mechs that have gun heads because most head units are too small for it, though there are a few head-mounted mech weaponry, like the Black Knight, for example, does have a small laser built into its head. In general, you do have some mechs that have essentially what are essentially torso cockpits. Things like the Rifleman, well, not the Rifleman, sorry, I'm thinking wrong. The Jaeger mech essentially has a head, its cockpit is mounted closer to the center of the torso than anything on the top. I wish I had one to show you, but we don't have one in our arsenal. This is one of the downsides of the Neuro helmet, is that you do have to kind of build... They've tried mech designs with the cockpit in like an enclosed space that uses monitors, but between the amount of shrapnel that mechs take and the Neuro helmet requiring the mech pilot to actually essentially feel how the mech is moving, they tend not to work very well. The monitors tend to get taken, the sensors that are mounted tend to get taken out over the course of the battle, which then leaves the pilot with no means of seeing what's going on around them. Just imagining a mech with a head and the eyes are lasers. I mean, as I said, the Black Knight has one literally mounted like right to the side of its eye. In fact, I can show you. Like, we have a Black Knight. I do have that. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. It's basically got a camera mounted on the left side, and that's a little laser. See, that's part of the reason why you can't really do it, because that's a small laser, and even that is almost the size of the cockpit. Trying to see if there's even an example that's close to that. Since the Atlas has the cockpit in one eye, could the other eye be a laser? If I recall correctly, I don't think there is. I don't think there's a variant that has a head-mounted weapon. There is a variant of the Atlas that is a command mech that has a second cockpit for a commander to mount, so you can have the mech warrior in one side and the commander of the lance or of the regiment in another, so that they can issue orders from a specialized Atlas while the actual mech warrior does the fighting. There's a couple of mechs like that. I believe there's also a two-seater version of the Warhammer and a two-seater version of the Black Knight that does something similar. Yeah. As for false heads, those are kind of common, because I've pointed this out with the Assassin. The top of the Assassin's body is meant to almost look like a giant cockpit, but in reality, the cockpit is the much smaller viewport at the very front of the torso. Like, there's a couple of mechs that pull shit like that. And then you have some where you can kind of see the Zeus doesn't really have a head. The cockpit is pushed into the body and even has armor segments built up around it to protect it from the sides. In fact, this is one of the main problems of the Zeus in universe, is that it kind of, there's no peripheral vision on a Zeus. You just don't. You just don't have peripheral vision on a Zeus. You go forward, because that is the only direction you can see. I think there's some light mechs that have head-mounted weaponry, but I can't remember. You also have to remember, Tenwin, that the head also contains all the sensor suites, all of the various other things. Like, there tends to be a lot of extra equipment in the head, which, if you put a weapon there, you'd have to move that elsewhere anyways. Mechs have more sensors than just visual. Yes, they have visual sensors. They have various radar sections, radar, electronic warfare stuff. There's basic electronic warfare stuff in every mech. It's just that some of the mechs, like the, where is it? The Awesome that we picked up, or no, the Zeus that we picked up, have dedicated electronic warfare suites that are also built into the body and take up additional room. And of course, you also have the good old Mark I eyeball. Just look outside the fucking cockpit and see what's happening. Not always the best, but it's there in case everything else fails. But yeah. All right. Where were we going? Wait, what? Huh? But I didn't complete this mission. Huh? Okay, fine. You're giving me free shit. Thanks. Bye. Okay. I have no idea why that happened. Part 2 of the Russell Hogg campaign.
Attacks continue across the newly formed Free Russell-Hague Republic as DCMS troops refuse to withdraw from Republic space. The rogue forces have answered.
Kaiju Marcus Breda's call to action has rallied the support of a number of DCMS commands loyal to the Russell-Hague Military District and his cousin, Coordinator Takashi Kurita. They continue to valiantly fight against the illegal annexation of Combine territory by Magnuson's rebel forces. The known tier terrorist has...
Just breaking from Comstar, the heir to the Dragon and the Gunji no Conray of the Draconis Combine, Theodore Kurita, has just released a public announcement regarding the ongoing Russell-Hague crisis. Let's listen in.
The Dragon has entered a new era. As we look ahead to the future, we are saddened by those who only look behind.
For the Dragon to move forward, we must shed the shackles that bind us, limiting our power and holding us back from true greatness. By allowing the Russell-Hague people to be free, we have removed the shame that has quietly burdened the Dragon for centuries. There are those who believe that to harken back to an older time is to further the purpose of the Dragon. They are wrong. The Dragon endures because it adapts and embraces progress without burying itself in obsolete beliefs. Those who oppose the will of the Dragon are therefore declared Ronin, masterless warriors who think only of their own selfish desire and not the will of the Combine. To these Ronin, I say, lay down your arms and accept true honor, or follow your selfish course to a disgraceful and ignoble end.
Why does this narrator sound like Total Biscuit? Because probably vague British accent is just kind of what you go for with video games, I guess. Also, to be fair, the Curitan noble house is a weird one because, if I recall correctly, it wasn't even founded by a pure-blooded Japanese person. It was like a guy who was like a quarter Japanese, and then he purposely went out of his way to marry into Japanese families to make his family look more and more Asian. Like, the Draconis Combine was founded by an out-and-out just like weeb, a total weeb. Guy was just obsessed with Japanese culture and the shogunate era in particular. And he happened to found a dynasty that went on to rule a nation that was built on exactly those kind of aesthetics and principles. Intersystem advocate. Why am I getting these random missions from people? Raid the outlaw stronghold. Okay, fine. Humanitarian aid mission. Curitan worlds near the periphery. Despite the aid crew being quite sizable, consisting of 12 volunteers, nurses, and doctors, the jumpsuit disappeared and is long overdue for reporting in. Received 2 reports of pirate activity. Okay, sure. I'm not going to get to it anytime soon, but okay. And then we have DCMS units still on Republic worlds are declared the Ronin. Conrad Theodore Kurita has broadcast a declaration to all Combine worlds near the newly formed Free Russell Hague Republic, the text of which has been posted to all DCMS units, and that is literally what we just heard. The Conray's message is a clear statement regarding the recent hostile activity of Combine military forces that were to hand over their garrison control to the Republic on the newly formed Republic's worlds. Prince Haakon Magnusson of the Free Russell Hague Republic has already issued a reply to the declaration, formally requesting the aid of the Draconis Combine in this matter. They will not do that. If I recall correctly, the Draconis Combine had no problem labeling any remaining soldiers who stayed and continued the fighting to be Ronin. They were no longer supported by the DCMS. But there was no way in hell they were going to turn DCMS troops against DCMS troops. That just wasn't going to happen. All right, what are we up against, Christian? Let's see here. With the help of the Draconis Combine's internal security forces, we've tracked Marcus Kurita, the 8th Russell Hague Regulars, and the 10th Sunjiang training cadre to the agricultural world of Predlitz. This system was gifted to the Republic as a major regional breadbasket to feed the Republic. Unfortunately, the populace of the planet are fiercely loyal to the Coordinator and the Combine, so when news came that this system was to be transferred, the local populace became furious. The mix of what they see as betrayal on behalf of the Coordinator and the fierce rejection of Russell Hague independence caused the local populace to storm the parliamentary building and take the Republic-appointed Valdhir and his administration hostage. When Marcus Kurita appeared in system, vowing to destroy the Republic and return the worlds to the Combine, the citizens of Predlitz welcomed him with open arms. Gunji no Conrad Theodore Kurita, for his part, has disavowed the actions of all DCMS members that have refused their order to withdraw, publicly declaring those rejecting these orders Ronin. His office has been in touch with Prince Magnusson, pledging the deployment of loyal members of the DCMS to assist the Kung's army in pacifying any Ronin forces operating within the Free Russell Hague Republic's borders. Maybe I misremembered that. I might have been completely wrong. While this is good news, the only way to end the madness is to recapture Marcus Kurita, but with the local populace aiding his forces, it will be an uphill battle to bring him into custody. Task at hand is now to establish a beachhead on Predlitz and ensure that our dropships can land for the rest of our forces safely. Commander, I'll be counting on you and your forces to be the vanguard of this assault. Carve us a path. Understood. Ooh, 10 negotiation points now. And they're still covering a million C-bills worth of damage, so let's go with 1 and that, and then we can get 30. That might be enough to get us an assault mech. All right, we'll go for it. We have 10 more tons to work with. If that's the case, I would like to bring a different heavy mech. Two SRM-6s, AC-20 burst fire, medium lasers. God, I'd love to have a Marauder too. Be more focused. No, I guess I will bring the King Crab. Instead of the Battlemaster Freeman, I want you to bring the Corsair. And then we'll keep bringing... or I could have him bring the Battlemaster. We could have... Actually, yeah, hold on. Bring the 1S. And then Shenzang. Oh, no, that's a 65-ton. No, never mind. Yeah, Corsair. King Crab, Corsair, and we'll bring the Catapult and the Awesome again for fire support. We should be good. Save. Because these missions can be a bitch. All right. Ready up. Give the mech a lightsaber, just the old ones, not the Disney versions that can't kill anyone by impaling them. Yeah. Oh. Oh, this map is. Oh dear. Oh, this is. Oh yeah. Locate and destroy the 5 designated artillery positions. Destroy the satellite uplinks. Okay.
We need your forces to break through their defenses and establish a beachhead for the first tier. Good luck, Commander.
All right, we'll do our best.
We have unidentified bottlenecks on screen. Assume they are hostile and engage.
Target acquired.
Please, somebody shoot that artillery.
Expect incoming bombardments.
Come on, people, shoot that artillery. God. There we go. And they know we're here. They know we're here. Okay, it still, wait, it still says that there's, it still says that there's artillery there. What? We destroyed one. Oh God. Turn. Why does it say that there's still artillery here?
The class of beetle we're after. Take it out.
Okay, this is gonna be. Are we sure we got it? Oh God. Oh God. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get hit. Okay, made it out of there. Okay, we need to prioritize the artillery. We need to prioritize the artillery. We need to prioritize the artillery. We have multiple targets closing in through the trees. Oh God, here we go again. Turn. Okay, we have got to deal with this artillery. Holy shit. Okay, well, 2 of the... Okay, we can... Oh my God. Okay, bringing assault mechs that can only move at 40 kph was not a good idea on this mission. This was not a good idea. Oh God. The whole area just gets covered in red every time. Fuck it, I don't care if we take extra long on this mission. We need to deal with these artillery. Fuck. Oh God, not again. I think Shenzang's the only one who's been hit so far, but I don't trust the AI to dodge this shit. We need to get around. We need to get around and deal with that. I don't care that there's a mech over there. We have to deal with the artillery. Oh my God. Nope. Okay, so they're behind that ridge. We need to close the distance. Just keep moving, people. Fuck me. Running faster is the only option, and I cannot run faster. Where is that? Yep, they're all the way over there. We just gotta keep moving. Once we start taking out some of the... Oh, good Lord. Just keep walking. Don't stop. In blood or targeting marker? I don't even know what you're talking about, Tenwin. I don't. We're trying. Oh, good Lord. No. Well, I'm gonna get hit. Yep, I got hit. Fuck.
New target, Locust.
You son of a bitch. I do not need to be dealing with a locust right now, of all things. Fuck. Turn. Oh, they've got mechs here. That's not good.
New target, Spider.
I see. Oh my God. This is not good. We have to kill some of these things. Come on. Oh my God. There's literally an entire lance behind us and I can't do jack shit about it because if we stop moving for an instant, we're dead. Fuck. Blast that. Okay, where's that artillery? There are 6 artillery guns here. Holy shit, we need to... No wonder they're able to just fucking... Give me an opening. There we go. Okay, it's kind of bullshit that they can fire on me from this close, but okay. Whatever. Just take it down. Take it all down. Oh, good lord. I'm working on it. Okay. Okay. Now we should be able to deal with some of these fuckers without having so much artillery dropped on our head that we're dead meat. Get fucked. Okay. Okay. There's the other artillery piece. Down he goes. Where's the rest of them? I know they're not done yet. There's a sensor output to the north, which we need to double back and get. There's another artillery piece to our west. There we go. All right. This is... Okay, yes. They're not being able to cover an entire grid square with artillery now. Good. You. I do wish that the enemy had to actually send mechs to engage you, rather than just knowing that you're here and being able to drop artillery on you from the very beginning. I don't need to worry about you. There we go. Where's that last artillery platform? Fuck! There we go. You. Stop. Is that all of them? Yes.
Objective complete, Commander.
Okay, satellite uplinks are next. We need to go all the way back up here and deal with this one because there was no way we were dealing with it while they were dropping grid squares at a time. I took a lot of damage to the rear from those artillery shells. Good lord. I think I can hit that from here.
We've made a wee impression on these folk. Enemy aircraft inbound.
Where?
You've got incoming. Stop them from recapturing the base.
What? Base? I'm not down there, you dumb... Oh my god.
Is on our list of targets.
Oh great. Multiple VTOLs. Multiple VTOLs. And they're hitting me. And that's not good. That's not good. Would anyone else like to engage the fucking VTOLs, please? Thank you. All right. Good. Radar dish down. Don't even have to care about the rest then. Now, where's the last one? Far to our south, past where the rest of the base is. That's fine. What is that? Scorpion light tanks? All right, that's all they've got over there. That's fine by me. Good shooting, boys. We need to skip around the edge of the base, hit that final choke point, or hit that final uplink point, so that we can get our allies in and hopefully not have more artillery rain on our heads. I know they're close. Where are they? There he is. Oh, great. There's the rest of the targeting spots. Okay, good to know. Blasted. Oh yes, please, close the distance on me and find out what happens when an AC-20 goes off. Oh, that's a PPCX. That's not good. That's not good. You need to die. Good work. What is behind us? Why am I seeing multiple targets behind us? Oh, fuck. Goodbye. Oh, Jesus. Hit him in the leg. No. Come on. Go down. There we go. I know the heat is critical. I don't have much of a choice. They're hitting my artillery. Goodbye. Well, our allies are getting completely swarmed over there, and I don't know if they're even going to survive. Holy shit, that's a lot of tanks. Really wish my artillery support would, you know, fire at the enemy. We have a lot of missiles. Somebody? Nope, that was the wrong button. Okay. We need to get in there and help them. We need to get in there and help them. I am running out of ammo for the SRMs. That's not good. Vaporize him. Start dealing with these turrets. Master laser platform. Multiple targets. Need to grab that salvage. Okay, they're still alive. They're still alive. Thank God. Grab it, grab it, grab it. There we go. Okay, there's only light forces around us right now. Let's go deal with that satellite uplink point and deal with the enemies that are behind the rest of our friends. Somehow, plenty of VTOLs, still no Demolisher units or Orions or anything else that I need for my kill missions. There we go. There we go. I saw that long-range fire. Good. Put some missiles on them, boys. And there's an entire lance between us and them. Okay, here we go again. This is why I increased the ammo capacity on my mech. They're just lights. We just need to get them in range and blow them up. I'm the Papa. Goodbye. Son of a bitch. And there's salvage over there that I want to get. Multiple lights, multiple lights. Take out his leg. Get him. Got him. Where'd that flea go? Oh my God, he's 1,000 miles away. Ow. Ow. Please die. You fucker. There we go. Okay. Still having trouble getting to this thing. Again, I'm wondering, this better not be one of those missions where the enemy just keeps spawning in until you do the objective, because that's going to be annoying. Especially because I did not try to get to the objective first, because I knew that could be the result. What was that, a Panther pilot? I think so. SRM carriers, those don't matter. Hit that. Oh, I should not have used them. Oh well. Come on, get charged. There we go. Last radar station is down.
Anti-dropship batteries destroyed. Miraborg, you're cleared for landing.
Thank God.
Roger that.
I believe this is Beachhead. Yeah, I know.
We'll be planetside shortly.
Grab this. And then we just need to capture the base. And they will send whatever they have left at us. Somebody deal with that thing. I know you guys can lock onto it. Well, actually, no. That's 2.5 clicks out. How do we have visual on something 2.5 clicks out? Oh, hi. Yeah, why do we have why do we have sensor lock on something that's on the other side of the map? How and why? Alright. Okay, they just dropped our allies just dropped another lance down there. We're still in decent condition. If it wasn't for that artillery, we'd be doing a lot better. Alright, we're just gonna hang out here until we finish capturing, because it doesn't appear that the enemy has landed any additional forces yet. No, I don't want you to target that. I don't want you guys wandering off to go attack something on the other side of the map. Please don't. Please. Why? Why can we even see that man? He is literally on the other side of the map. There should not be any reason for us to see him.
Krennic's militia forces are converging on your position. They are going to try to dislodge you. Push them back.
Okay, is that just based on what enemies are left on the map, or did they actually spawn in more of them?
Expect a large attack very soon.
Oh. I see it. I see it. What? Where? That way. That way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They're coming in behind that hill. Never mind. They're coming in front of the hill. Okay. That works for me. Come on. Get vaporized. Get vaporized. Get vaporized. And I'm... Nope. Come on. Come on. There we go. He's down. Oh, yeah. So it does count the units that were still there, but... Wow. You survived an AC-20. There we go. That worked.
Secure the area and prep for our arrival. After what he did on Rasselhaig, don't expect Marcus Kurita to roll over for us. He'll make us fight for every meter of the system.
All stations, this is Sierra 1-1. Be advised.
I do love seeing the dropships come down, though.
Dropships can now land.
It's such a nice feeling. I wish there was one where we actually engaged a dropship as it was landing and like had to knock out mechs as they were literally walking out of it. Though to be fair, those spherical dropships are not nearly as good for combat drops as the ones that we use and that our enemies use when they try to drop troops right on top of us, because those ones can carry more mechs, but they have to walk out basically 2 by 2 out the front door, which is never a good thing when your enemy is already set up. People of Predless want nothing to do with you or the sham of a republic. We are loyal sons and daughters of the dragon. Oh, well, get over it. Well, nothing heavy was salvageable, unfortunately. I will take those max rank AC2s, though. Ooh, and max rank lasers. Max rank SRM2s are not as good. I do have 21 salvage claims still, though, so... give me the Panther and the Locust, and we'll strip them for parts. And then, where was that max rank SRM2? I'll take one of those. Nice. Yeah, I took a lot of armor damage, but otherwise, pretty good. Freeman's actually doing decently in that Corsair. I think I might keep him in that for a while. Alright, you know the drill. Strip it of parts. Strip it of parts. And then sell it off. Thank you. Anything purchasable in this system that we want? Medium rifles, no. Ooh! Oh. That is a tier 5 large laser. Yes, please. Give me. That's the short burst medium lasers. I'll take a couple of those. Max rank small lasers. I'll take a couple of those too. Why not? Let's get 6 total. LRM 20. The 20s are usually too heavy for a lot of the builds that I do. I'm sticking mainly to 10s and 15s. Jump jets. Alright. Nothing else there. Nothing on the mech. Ooh. There's another Atlas on the mech market. A Charger. No. A Cyclops. Okay. Cyclops isn't too bad. A Highlander. Problem is, I don't like jump jets, so Highlanders are not my thing for the most part. Quick draw. A Stalker. Ooh, a fresh Stalker, too. The Stalker is the king of just shoot at the enemy until they die, basically. It's not meant for melee. It's not meant to get close to anything, but it will just keep shooting until everything is dead. I think we're good for right now, though. I think we're good. All right, the entirety of the first tier have touched down in system with minimal damage. Excellent work. Commander, this next mission will fall squarely on you and your unit's shoulders. The local populace of Predless are fierce supporters of the Combine and Marcus Kurita's cause. Because of this, locals are actively impeding us from locating his base of operations. It means we need to take things into our own hands and triangulate his location by prodding the Ronin's defenses. Unfortunately, this is not something that the first tier is a unit set up to do. The first tier is the Republic's Assault Battalion. We specialize in direct confrontations and siege breaking, leveraging mostly slower and heavy assault mechs. Skirmishing and prodding defensive lines will do more than make our mechs vulnerable to ambushes from fast movers. So for this task, we need to rely on you and your team's expertise. He says that, and yet the tonnage limit is 350, so I kind of have no reason. Well, I guess we could bring like 1 assault and 3 heavies, and that would still work. Need you to probe the... Yeah, we know. Covering 1 million in damages. Good. Get me that plus some extra money. Oh, helps if I set everybody to repair all. Wow, okay, it's gonna cost us quite a bit to repair everything. That's fine. What's the timeline on this? Mission starts in 11 days. None of our mechs are gonna be ready by then, so we need to readjust the entire lance. That's fine. Okay. I think in that case, I'll take my Black Knight. Freeman, I want you in the Battle Master. What does that leave us with? 190 tons. Okay, so we might actually be able to fit almost everyone in Assault. Gable. I'll tab you with the Zeus. That leaves me with... Oh, 110 tons, actually. Go with the... We don't really have any fire support mechs still operational. Give me the Atlas. Alright. Black Knight, Battlemaster, Atlas, Zeus. If I wanted to go with something heavier... I'd have to take either the Victor or the other Battlemaster. No, I'm actually fine with my Black Knight for long-range engagements. I'm fine with that. We could drop the Battlemaster in favor of... No, the Corsair's damaged and nothing else meets the weight requirements. I think we'll just go with this. We'll just go with this. Wait 11 days. Everybody get ready. I do like my Black Knight. It's one of my favorite heavies so far. I didn't even realize the Black Knight was this good.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
But it is also one of those designs where you're like, as soon as I get a hold of Lost Tech, more double heat sinks, more things like that, I can definitely see it being even better. Because it's just a Star League era mech that needs Star League era machinery in order to fully function at its peak.
Is the Republic's Assault Battalion. This makes us well suited for siege breaking and straight up fights, but admittedly less prepared for scouting and information gathering operations.
You say that like my lance is much better, sir.
We are finding ourselves flying a bit blind. I need you to prod the Ronin's defenses so that we can triangulate where Marcus Kurita's headquarters has been set up. We expect Marcus's Ronin to respond to you advancing on the marked nav point. Travel to its location and prod their defenses. We'll be monitoring the movement patterns of the surrounding hostiles and gather a projection on where they have established their base of operations.
Okay, so this is just a standard fight and kill enemies. All right.
Hostile forces sighted.
Down he goes. All right, so we don't need to protect anything. We just need to deal damage. Nope. I see no reason to get closer to you. Goodbye.
Target destroyed.
I have the range advantage. Get fucked.
Target Shadowhawk.
Shadowhawk, AC5, LRM5, and a medium laser. Where's he at? I mean, I can brawl too, buddy. Here we go. Get behind him. Get behind him. Let him engage. No. Why are you not dead? There we go. Minor damage. We're fine. Hello. They're coming in behind us. What was that? Tanks? Can't tell from here. Stick close to the Zeus so we've got some cover from any... Get blasted.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Manticore heavy tank already damaged. What did it get damaged by? Did it blow itself? Did it nearly blow itself up with its own PPC?
Additional bogies, Commander.
There we go.
Target destroyed.
Where they at? Oh, they're gonna drop. Right. Okay. Perfect. We'll take them as they come over that ridge. Might even be able to get some hits on them when they drop. Up. Alpha strike that bitch. Nice. All right. Assault. Heavy. Let's try to go for that Wolverine that I managed to damage. What is that? Oh, that's a charger. Never mind. Focus fire. Focus fire. Kill that thing before it gets too close. Poor fucking bastard. What did you do to get sent in on a charger on an open field? You poor son of a bitch. You're behind that hill, aren't you? Yep. I can see you though. Come on. Come on. You're supposed to be a samurai of Kurita. Fight me. There we go. You need to stop. You just need to stop, buddy. You're not winning this. I know the heat is critical. Okay, he should not be able to fire from that angle. Thank you. What are we at? 7 out of 21? Third of the way there. I've taken a little bit of damage, but overall pretty good.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Well aware, thank you. Are they dropping more mechs or are we dealing with lighter forces? Come on. That's mechs, and they're on the opposite side from us. Nope, they're gonna have to either cut through the middle, which will slow them down, or they'll have to come around this side, which we can engage them on an open field. There they are. What are we dealing with? 3 mediums, Shadowhawk, Wolverine, and 1 other. Engage, engage. Just focus fire. Keep focusing fire. Come on. There we go, 1 down. Ow, I am on fire. Someone's using Inferno missiles. Get behind him.
Target mech is history.
Come on. Gone. Get him in behind. Get out of my way. There we go. Ow. Get out of the way. There we go. Alright, that's half of them.
It shouldn't be long before we have what we need.
Certainly hope so. Black Knight is starting to take a bit of hits.
I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Okay, 1 mech behind us, medium, and multiple support units. What are those, flyers? Yeah, oh, heavy flyers.
Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
Come on, I am clipping him. Got him. Got him. And 3. There we go. Now, medium and a light mech. Let's see if we can deal with that Jenner first. There's something refreshing about a mission being this straightforward. Wait, is he behind the... Where is he? How far back is he? I know he's in range. There we go. Nope, back it up. Let him come to us. Damn, his weapons are still online. Come here. No. Come here. There we go. All right, who does that leave? There was a medium back the other way, but I don't know if he's even... There he is. Phoenix Hawk, large laser, small laser, 2 medium lasers. Oh, they're already spawning in the next group. Great. Yep, I see them. So that's 3 of our targets. 4. That leaves, yep, 2 more mediums coming in behind us. Shit. Time to start using the base as cover. You need to go away. Lose more than a component there, buddy. How are you not dead? How are you not dead? Good lord, sometimes it's like I just pour fire into their backs and they just don't die. Ow? What is that? Oh, Shadowhawk. No, I can deal with you. Behind him. Get behind him. That's that. Come on. Trying not to lose a component here. Come on. There we go. Fuck. One left. Oh, good. He got legged. Get fucked. Down he goes. I do not feel like destroying more enemies. We're getting paid plenty for this mission, and I've already taken way too much damage.
Withdraw to the marked exfil site. Any further Ronin forces destroyed will help us greatly here, so I am authorizing you combat bonuses for all hostiles destroyed prior to your exfil.
Oh, that's a whole dropship dropping in. God damn it.
I've just received word that a number of DCMS jump ships have materialized at the system's jump point and have dismounted military dropships now on full burn toward us. Unknown if they are affiliated with Marcus Kurita and his Ronin.
Just what we need. We worry about them later.
There we go. Got him. I suppose if they, if they want to come at us from this angle, I'm fine with that. We'll engage them from long range.
New target, quick draw.
Not close the distance. Let them try to come to us. That is an entire lance coming at us. I do not like that. There we go. One down.
New target, dragon.
Dealing with here.
Target acquired.
That's a battle master. That's a crusader. Ow.
New target, battle master.
I am trying. Okay, they've decided that I am the threat. So now they're all firing at me. Try to wait, give my guys a second to fire at them, and then go, pull back, pull back. Ow! Somebody shoot at somebody else, for God's sake. Come on, we just need to finish these guys off. Got it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
He is still... Fuck. How are you still alive? Turn. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's enough. Ugh. I had the armor on my legs blown off. Hopefully I didn't lose any components. Let's get the hell out of here. We're making an extra 300,000 C-bills, which hopefully will cover the damage I just took. Ugh. All right. Get us out of here.
Good work, Commander. Return to our operations center. I have an update on the DCMS dropships heading our way.
And hey, that was basically an entire enemy heavy lance wiped out right there at the end. I'd say that was a pretty good job. We wiped out all the forces he asked for and an entire additional lance on top of it. I also think that finished our VTOL mission because we have been killing a lot of those. I'm glad it's just VTOLs in general rather than, oh, you have to kill a very specific type of VTOL. It's like, just let me kill VTOLs. I keep having missions where they're like, yeah, kill this thing, and then it never shows up. Ever. Again. I believe I took that Kill 3 Orions mission like a long time ago, and I have yet to see a single one since then. All right. Nothing that I want. None of the heavier mechs are being salvageable, unfortunately. Take the Phoenix Hawk, we'll sell it off for scrap. And then, do we have any max ranks? I'll take the machine gun, why not? And as for the rest, boom, boom, and boom. Think you have to fight Davian or Merrick to see Orions? Yeah, probably. Probably. Total damages of 320. I don't think we lost any components. I dealt almost 2,000 damage in a heavy compared to everyone else's assaults. Gable's actually doing quite well in that Zeus. I might keep him in that. There we go. Destroy 40 VTOL units, a max rank LRM, and some additional C-bills. Thank you. All right. Nobody lost a component, right? Nope, just standard repairs. Good. Get everybody working on that. Mission briefing. Commander, we've had a chance to make contact with incoming... Ooh, am I gonna have time for this? What type of mission is this? Wait, what type of mission is this? I don't know. I've had a chance to make contact with the incoming DCMS dropships on a heavy burn towards Predlitz. They belong to the 2nd Sword of Light, House Kirita's premier battle mech regiment. The commander, Taisho Goshi Tengwan, says that he is here on behalf of Junji no Kanrei Theodore Kirita to assist the first tier in bringing Marcus Kirita to justice. Despite the Sword of Light's commitment to support our cause, we cannot afford to wait for them to make planetfall. By now, Marcus Kirita will undoubtedly know that the Sword of Light are here to bring him in, and he will likely make plans to flee as he did on Rosselhague. We need to pin Marcus in place while we wait for the 2nd Sword of Light to arrive to deliver the killing blow. I've already ordered the first tier to encircle his position and prevent his escape. When the Sword of Light breaks Atmo, that will be the signal to advance on Marcus Kirita's forces. I need your team ready by that time. This will be an all hands on deck mission. If we can pin the Ronin forces down, the Sword of Light will help us cut the head off this snake. Good hunting out there. All right. What is this? It's not telling me the type of mission. Unfortunately. All right. Damage payout. Let's go ahead and grab these. Thank you. And a little bit of additional money. Mission starts in 15 days. All right. I don't think we have time. Knowing how these mech warrior missions go, I've only got like 7 minutes left, so we might call it here. When is my stuff gonna be done? So, okay, the Crab, Atlas, Black Knight, and Phoenix Hawk will still be out of commission, but the rest of our forces will be done. So let's get the Corsair, Catapult and Awesome, Battle Master, and the Zeus all taken care of. Oh. Wait. Oh, shit. No. Take that. Get that out of there. No, 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 no. Phoenix Hawk, out of there. No. No. Just strip it for parts and sell that shit. I don't need to be wasting money on that crap. Thank you. All right. Mission launches in 2 days. Nope, not that. Timeline. Yep, mission start. So now, well, we can figure out what we're going to be bringing because we have a 360 weight limit. Everyone but... Why does that have that marking? Doesn't that mean something's being replaced? Something better not have broken on this, I swear to God. All right, what are we going to be taking? What are we going to be taking? I'll take the Battlemaster 1S. Freeman, I want you in the Corsair. Gable, you will go in the Zeus. That leaves us with 100 tons. And then... do I give him the Atlas with the fucking melee weapon? Because that can be a... I guess we can try that. We can try that. That will be our... This will be our loadout for the next mission. But, unfortunately, we do not have time to complete that mission. So, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you to everybody who is the first-time chatter here so much for being here. Thank you to... Oh, pardon me. Thank you to the raiders who showed up. I'm going to need to give them a shout-out on the Twitter post after this, just so everybody knows. And yeah, so everything... for all the newcomers, I stream Sundays through Wednesdays and Friday. So I'm off on Thursdays and Saturdays, and as I said, we're going to be alternating between Mech Warrior and Diablo 4 this week, and probably next week as well. So expect to see more of that. God, they scrapped my goddamn Black Knight's legs. Look at this shit. See, this is what I mean, Ten, when like you can blow off a lot of shit, and the mech is still capable of supporting its weight. Like, it just is. But regardless, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me. Let's go find someone to raid, and I will let you guys go. One moment. Who's on right now? Who's on right now? Who's on right now? Let's pay it forward as far as people being on here. What are we looking at here? We will... Oh. What is she doing? We'll go ahead and raid into Lilygoth, aka Kinky Mation. Looks like she's going to be doing another Warframe stream today, so I'm sure she'll be happy about that. Not an art review stream, so I guess she's actually going to be playing the game. Regardless, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for the release of the Diablo 4 expansion, where we will be doing a full playthrough of the main story campaign from the vanilla game and the expansions and the new expansion. So it'll take a couple of days, but it shouldn't take too long. After that, it's going to be Mech Warrior for a little while. And then, as I said, we're going to be doing a Metro trilogy series or playthrough just to get everything reacquainted with that, because 2039 is supposed to be coming out very late this year. So I hope you all have a glorious rest of your day, and thank you all for being here. I will see you all tomorrow for Diablo 4. Have a good one, guys, and bye-bye.